Toronto leads the LA Galaxy against Carlos Vela and LAFC. Saturday at 5
Motherfucker! 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 What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Are you ready to rumble? Are you ready to rumble?
Here, you don't have to love cars to save when you bundle your home and auto. But if that's what you're into, that's cool. Bundle
What's up,
with Allstate.
BitConnect?
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergy.
How's everybody doing this fine evening?
Plus, it works faster.
Good evening. Ah!
Provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take
The
Zysol.
fuck are you?
Oh, Marcos, when pizza's this good,
Why are you
there won't be
screaming?
leftovers.
Because you scared me.
Well, you were
order
screaming
extras
before.
for
Oh,
leftovers.
because I'm excited.
Get unlimited medium one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Marcos, pizza lovers, get it.
The Food City Dirt Race is back at Bristol in 2022.
Cheetah!
And this time, it's a night race. You remember the last night races at Bristol in September, right? It's the Food City Dirt Race. 7 p.m.
Going to Arizona in a couple days, and hello, Sam, and go Haley Deegan with the W.
Tickets today at bristolmotorspeedway.com. Remember, this isn't just any
My
dirt
sister
race.
just came down and told me to shut the fuck up, and I said no.
Everything is disappearing. Our outpost on Earth Zepcon is in danger.
Hey, Quill, this thing is so broken. Quill, you seeing this? Quill! Well, you heard the lady. Get to Epcot. It's Save the Galaxy time. Again.
It's fucking 100 degrees outside right now. Honestly, now that I think of it, now that you mentioned that, it feels kind of hot in here. We get the AC.
Easily send your first invoice in 3 steps.
Simple.
The chicken or the egg? The question isn't which came first. It's which comes.
But how you all doing tonight? Who you guys got to win? Who you guys got winning tonight?
The lights are on, the grandfather clock is ticking, and time is about up.
Are you ready here past your bedtime yet?
Here we go at Martinsville.
A suicide?
It's a small track and the timbers are short.
Be smooth, be smooth.
This Martinsville track is so tough.
Focus on your job here, bud. Give it your shot. What the hell? It's game over. Tim.
Under the lights, it's about to happen at Martinsville.
We are ready. It's one of the races we look
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for racing. I'm ready for racing. In Long Beach, also, I think you should stream the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. I might. I will be streaming the Indy 500. I don't stream IndyCar races that much, but like on that day, it'll be just a big, huge, long-ass stream like it was last year. It'll be, you know, Indy 500, and then it'll stay the same stream all the way till the end of the Coke 600. It'll be like 10 hours of streaming, so that'll be fun. When is the Grand Prix of Long Beach?
Great pick. Zane has been strong all season long. I'm going with someone that probably doesn't surprise you guys. Johnny Sauder, four-time Martinsville winner. I think
It's on Sunday.
Win, potentially
What
tonight.
time?
Very interesting. There's a lot of big
What
names
time?
in this field this evening. So we
What
send it to
time?
outside now for our pre-race ceremonies out in Martinsville.
Time, we ask that you please rise as you are able. And
remove your hats as the North Carolina A&T Army ROTC Color Guard presents our nation's colors. And now, here to perform tonight's invocation, please welcome Motor Racing Outreach Chaplain, Nick Terry.
Let's pray. God, you've been so very good to us, Lord, and we have so much to be thankful for. And so, God, we pause before tonight's race to honor you, to thank you, God, for your presence in our lives, for our freedom, and God, for the opportunity for each of us to be here tonight enjoying this sport that we love so much. So, God, we thank you. I pray for each driver and their team, God, for your hand of blessing, protection, and safety over them. In Christ's name, amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Normandy Brass of the 29th Division Band, Virginia Army National Guard.
That's fun.
And we're one step closer to racing out in Martinsville. Where do you think the nerves are at for these guys? First short track
I can't
race of the
wait.
year, huh?
I can't wait. It's probably going to be a pretty short race because it's only 200 laps.
At Martinsville, it goes by fast. You got to get to the front.
Get in the front, no matter how you got to do it. That's why they got front bumpers on these things.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. It's going to be interesting for Todd, Trevor, and
This
myself.
race will probably be like an hour and a
Race
half.
day. Race
It's going to be a
coverage
quick
from
one.
Martinsville starts right now.
Martinsville, Virginia. With a population of just 13,000. It's one of those quaint, sleepy southern towns where things move along a bit slower. And the hustle and bustle, well, there ain't none. At least not usually.
Start your engine!
This quiet town takes on a whole new feel when the sun goes down and the engines fire up. Tonight, the Truck Series stars take to the only track still on the schedule from the beginnings of NASCAR.
You ready for a bump inside? Try to be a little bit easier on those brakes.
Don't let NASCAR's shortest track fool you.
99, giving you a shot. What the hell? Lock it down, lock it down.
There's plenty of big-time action to come, so strap in. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Racing under the lights, the iconic Martinsville Speedway 75th anniversary season. Tonight, it's the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, brought to you by Blue Emu. Well, the last time here, it was the 2021 playoffs, and Zane Smith scored a desperation win to advance to the championship 4. Smith up to his old tricks with a pair of wins already this season. Can he do it again tonight? How about John Hunter Nemechek? 5 wins a year ago, but no trophies yet in 22. Nemechek has won here before, and there couldn't be a better time to get another clock. No one knows more about winning here than Johnny Sauder. The former series champ is on a part-time schedule, but he's a full-time threat when it comes to Martinsville. He's a 4-time winner. Another veteran favorite is Kyle Busch. Oh, we can't forget Kyle. He's won his last 2 truck starts here, but so far this season, he's 0 for 2. Does the clock chime for Kyle tonight? Great to have you with us this evening, along with Michael Waltrip, Phil Parsons. I'm Vince Welch. How about a little Thursday night racing, short track style? And Phil, short track, short tempers. We've seen a lot of beating and banging already this season, but now we come to the short track. So more of the same.
Well, I think so, Vincent. And our culture in this sport has changed from not only recently, but over the last few years. And it's all three divisions. Let's go back just a couple weeks ago at COTA on the road course in Austin, Texas. This is the truck race. That white truck, that's leading Kyle Busch. That's the last lap of the race. Stuart Friesen moves to the inside in the 52. The 7 of Bowman moves to the inside. They all have to go wide to look at Zane Smith. He just drives by on to victory for his second one this year. And then just the very next day in the Cup race, you see that black car? That's Ross Chastain. He gets in the back of A.J. Allmendinger, who had gotten the back of him. He hits the 40 of Alex Bowman. And Ross Chastain goes to victory for the first time in his Cup Series career. And the first win for that man, Justin Marks. You see the despair from the guys that didn't get to victory lane. And the watermelon is back for Ross Chastain. And how about just a couple weeks ago, or excuse me, last week at Richmond, that's Ty Gibbs bumping his teammate, John Hunter Nemechek, down in turn number 1. He gets down to turn number 3. He just goes straight, moves him up the racetrack. Teammates battling, beating each other on the last lap. Michael, and this is Martinsville. We've always done that here.
Yeah, it's always been the norm here. You just shove guys out of the way. You get them a bumper down into the corner, get them to slide up, and I love the action we've seen this year. That move Ty Gibbs made to move John Hunter Nemechek up the track off turn 2, that was textbook. And then he got down to turn 3 and ran him over. You're going to have that on the short track, so we're going to see a lot of that tonight. And I'm going to tell you what's up, guys. I've got breaking news. Kyle Busch is in this race, and that makes him the favorite. Did you hear me?
Does it?
Wow. Yeah, thank you. But I'll tell you what, I'll take 2 Smiths and a Rhodes, and I'll give y'all Kyle Busch. Because I love Chandler Smith and the job he's done this year. Vegas, he didn't back down to Kyle Busch. He stood his ground. He went and he won that race. The same thing with Zane Smith. We see 2 victories for this Smith boy and already off to a great start looking for a championship.
What's up, Aaliyah? Am I saying that right?
Champion, Ben Rhodes.
Leah, yeah. That's literally, it's A-A-L-I-Y-A. Yeah, Leah. Yeah, it has to be right. Did you watch? Did I watch what?
Years old, Vince, when you think of him as a veteran. So what a great lineup we've got to go up against.
Did I watch porn? No. Did I watch baseball? Yes.
We look at those playoff standings. You see Zane Smith and Chandler Smith already in yellow due to those victories. Rhodes, who Michael talked about. I like Tanner Gray. I mean, how about maybe the surprise of the series so far? Can he keep it going? I think so. I love that kid.
I'm below the cut line. To look below the cut line, we've got some big names. Matt Crafton.
NASCAR. Yes, I am watching NASCAR.
Yeah, Crafton and Enfinger, can they get it done and jump above that line tonight? We're about to find out as we go downstairs and get the command.
All right.
Say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome Executive Vice President of Marketing for Blue Emu, Benjamin Blessing.
Drivers, start your engines!
Engines are fired. But I say Kyle Busch with the W, and imagine if he wins at Martinsville. He's won in Martinsville before, but yeah, it'd be cool to see him win. I remember it was like a long period of time where he didn't win at Martinsville, which made no sense because he was like always known for being a short track racer.
Martinsville twice, and he says anytime you finish second and your truck is intact after the race, that is a good night at Martinsville. And his crew chief, Rich Lucius, tells me he has learned so much in the last year on how to become a champion. And that means being patient. That means taking the opportunity.
You make live stream NFL football, okay? What? Did I watch the game? I watched a little bit of baseball earlier. I watched some of the Cubs game. I watched some of the Cardinals game. Did I watch the football game? There was no football game. Family Guy. Yeah, I did watch Family Guy. I did watch Family Guy.
He's been loving running these short tracks this year. Not only is he running the short track here at Martinsville, he's been running late models. He's been running everything he can.
William Byron.
To refine his craft and get better. And oh yeah, one more thing, his entire 24 pit crew, they're behind me. They came up to Martinsville here on Thursday night to help their driver go from 32nd to try and win the race.
Well, and he's no stranger to victory lane in the Truck Series. Byron with 7 NASCAR Truck Series victories on his resume. We're about ready to go truck racing at Martinsville. 31 different winners through the years. Who can add their name to that list tonight?
Willie Nosepick is in the race.
So you're looking for an office manager, but hiring is hard. Well, LinkedIn has tons of great people, so let's find the right one. Like someone to run the desk. What else? Stock supplies. Ah, of course. Oh, I love this one. Organize team activities.
And thrive in a fast-paced environment.
Woo! You need one person who does all that. Great, here are 9 to get you started. So you can find the right people and hire the right people.
Pain happens in many forms, but that doesn't scare Blue Emu. Delivering fast-acting pain relief in a cream, spray, and lidocaine in a soft foam applicator. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink.
Jeez, Elliott wins the 2020 champion? Yeah, he did. He did it in style, too.
Classic and old world pepperoni on one pizza, and a large is just $9.99? The phrase slice of heaven comes to mind. Marco's, pizza lovers, get it.
He's an absolute hack.
Catch all that.
I'm ready to rip somebody's freaking head off.
Or that. Well, get ready for this, and a whole lot of this. I am Full Throttle. I am NASCAR.
I saw them everywhere. They had saver's remorse. And so did I. I made a quick decision on auto, home, and life insurance. But was the coverage okay? Would that company come through when I really needed them? Then I found Amica.
Avoid saver's remorse when you discover Amica. We're owned by our customers, not investors. So we focus on your best interests. That's why Amica was named one of America's best insurance companies by Forbes. This is auto, home, and life insurance you can feel confident about. Call for
You don't marry the right And on your wedding day, you don't want to like the way you look. You want to love the way you look. And we're here to help.
Hi, Sheena.
Like Joseph Abood, Calvin Klein, and Vera Wang.
Hello.
Men's Warehouse. Love the way you look.
It's Red
Sheena.
Lobster's new 3 from the Sea. Get
Who's a
3
good
courses
girl?
for $15.99. Choose a super salad, an individual
Where you
starter,
going?
and one of 7 entrees.
Come here,
like fish
Sheena.
and chips. That's 3 courses
I want to
for
give you
$15.99.
loves.
Hurry in.
Hey, baby.
Getting ready to go truck racing at Martinsville. We've raced here every year of the series' existence, all 28 years. Pretty cool place, Mike.
It is. Let's look at our Camping World track description. You can see just over a half-mile in length. And where
Yeah, you
those 12
stink.
degrees of banking
You
is,
stink.
I have no idea. I raced here.
You smell like wet dog.
25 years, and I felt
You
no
smell like
banking.
wet
This place
doggy.
is symmetrical. I think both ends drop basically alike. You don't see that a lot in
stink.
NASCAR. Let's take a look at our race analysis.
You
see the
stink.
length of the race is 105 miles. Stage 1 and Stage 2 are 50 laps apiece. Our final stage, 100 laps. Don't expect everyone to run to the end of that second stage to get points and pit. They will try to pit before the end of that second stage and position them for that final stage with track position. They can go as many as 135 or 45 laps.
Starting lineups brought to you by Blue Emu. And
M&M's car. He's not driving the M&M's car tonight. He's not even driving a car tonight. He's driving a truck.
You fellas, Stuart Friesen,
And-
great short track racer.
Yeah.
Janekas too, a winner last year. Strong out there this year. A couple of guys that really need some good runs. And there's old Matt Crafton. His buddy Johnny Sauder is going to start in the back of this race. Hadn't raced since Daytona. Let's see if we can get a word with Johnny. Hey, Johnny, Michael Waltrip and the Fox team. Do you copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, first of all, it's awesome to see you back. You've won 4 times here at Martinsville. What's it going to take for you to get up through this
Aaliyah,
field? You're starting out
repeat after me. I am not a bot.
I don't know, Bud, Joyner, and the guys, everybody at Thorsport built us a brand new truck here, and obviously got a little bit of work cut out for us, but it's a good racetrack for me, like you said, and it's just play our strategy right, see what we got, but looking forward to it. It's good to be back.
Well, it's good to have you. You and Junior have a good time, and we'll talk to you later.
10-4, thanks.
Check in one more time on pit road before we go green. Regan Smith.
Vince, it hasn't necessarily been the start to the season we expected.
Kyle, yeah, you're a fucking bot.
Some of these races, he starts in 11th tonight. He told me that he is sick and tired of getting run over on the racetrack. Feels like every race at the beginning of the season, somebody has run him over and ruined his night. He is going to use tonight as a tone setter for the rest of the year. Don't mess with Crafton tonight, Josh.
Well, Stuart Friesen was a lap away from making the championship four here at Martinsville last fall. He gambled on a move that didn't pay off, found himself wrecked and on the outside looking in. Stuart says he doesn't let that stick with him anymore. He says sometimes you gotta gamble to try and win big. Well, they have the same truck that ran well here last year. Stewart's finished top 10 here. He's won stages here. He's won a pole here. So he is confident the 52 team has what it takes to take this thing home tonight.
Well, Josh coming off some good runs, 3 straight top 10s for that 52 bunch in Friesen. Some special onboard perspectives tonight.
But how about this look from the bumper cam? This is Grant Empinger, the champion Power Equipment Chevrolet. Grant's going to start back in the 12th spot. We saw him below the cut line on the playoff standing, so he needs a good run here, Michael.
He's heading to pit road. Check his pit road speed. You can see those lines across pit road. That's how the drivers, NASCAR clocks the trucks over those lines, and the drivers have to match their tachometer to the maximum speed as Grant rolls down pit road. John Hunter Nemechek, another racer that's carrying one of our onboard cameras as we look at Grant working the tachometer.
What are they doing?
There's a shot from the Mobile One Toyota cam of John Hunter Nemechek. He's going to start in the 5th position. A little bit of congestion over there getting off pit road, but this is an awesome
What
picture.
is that?
I tell folks all the time, as a race car driver, I feel like I'm in this truck. This is a great perspective for you to see what it's really like for these guys to do.
What the fuck is going on in these pace laps, dude?
Well, some would be surprised that John Hunter Nemechek is one of those out of the Kyle Busch stable that has not got a win yet this season.
These pace laps are crazy.
One of those belonging to Chandler Smith, one of them belonging to Corey Heim in the 51 truck. And through our 4 races this season, Zane Smith's won the 2. We've got 2 out of KBM, but not John Hunter Nemechek and not Kyle Busch. So I'm going to take one of those 2 tonight and give you guys the field.
See, here's our winners from this year, as you mentioned. Zane with the 2 wins. There's Chandler in Las Vegas, and Corey Heim gets his first career win at Atlanta. John Hunter Nemechek did get his season on track to Dakota a couple weeks ago with that runner-up finish, so he's on his way.
Trouble for the 66.
Well, that's 2 races in a row, right? Because at COTA they had a problem before they could get going. You see, they're going to make a battery change. Hopefully it's going to take care of it.
So, you know, we didn't have any practice earlier today, so they would have caught this issue possibly had we have been able to do that. But it looks like they changed it out, and Ty's rolling. He's another short track ace from up in Wisconsin. He's going to be a handful if he just can get that truck squared away.
You know, he won the Snowball Derby, one of the biggest short track races we have. We have 5 former winners of the Snowball Derby in this field.
That is incredible. That is a prestigious short track race for late model racers all across the country. Head down to Florida and try to get a Snowball Derby victory. And 5 of them. That tells you where our young talent's coming from. The short tracks all across America.
The first of 4 short tracks for us this season, and we'll go to IRP, Raceway Park in Indianapolis, late July, Richmond in August, Bristol on the concrete in September. Of course,
all right, everybody.
Have a couple of dirt races on the short
About to go racing here.
Coming up, we'll be at Bristol next.
Remember, no practice for these guys. Not 1 lap of practice for any of these Truck Series guys.
Zane Smith will start on the inside, 2-time winner this season. Kyle Busch, 60.
Green flag is in the air. We are racing from Martinsville.
Green at Martinsville.
That didn't take long. For the action to heat up, Ben Rhodes dives hard into turn 1. He's going to clear Kyle Busch on that inside.
We talk about this racetrack being so inside dominant. When you can make some time on the outside, it's right after a start or a restart, like Stuart Friesen was trying to do. Now in that blue truck, he's going to back in behind John Hunter Nemechek.
And Vince, at some point, you just got to say it's not worth it right now. We don't want to. They're on low air pressure on their tires. We don't want to upset the tires this early in the run. So you just have to cut your losses sometimes, roll out of the gas, and get to the bottom.
Great look from that onboard from Grant Enfinger, just how close the racing is here at Martinsville.
Do we have this camera insured, Vince? Because I don't feel great about this.
What's the chances of the over-under on it making it to the finish?
I'd say it's 50-50 at best.
There is Enfinger in that 23, making his move inside of Tyler Ankrum. Enfinger, former winner here, and as Phil mentioned a little while ago, currently below the cut line. one of those guys that's not getting the
Stage 1 is 50 laps. I'm assuming stage 2 is also 50 laps.
He finishes.
Well, another guy that's in that category, you mentioned him, Vince, is John Hunter Nemechek. If it weren't for stage victories and points, he would be in deep trouble, but he's going to be fine because of all the speed that they have in that Ford truck.
Yeah, it's hard to believe Nemechek finishing about 11 positions worse than his average running position. And there you see John Hunter in that Ford truck and Stuart Friesen moving to the inside.
Strong early for the 52 of Friesen. We saw him at COTA a couple weeks ago with a chance to win that race. I love the fact that he went for it. Didn't work out for him, but he looks good tonight.
Matt Crafton's been working over that 16 truck of Tyler Ankrum hard, trying to get that position away. He's making some progress.
Good bite off the corner there for Matt Crafton.
Some of these guys a little nicer at this stage in the race than they're going to be late in the race, in that final stage.
Oh, yeah.
You might give a guy a break at this point, but you're not going to give one late in the race.
Oh, that's for sure. There's no, we used to say, this is about give and take. It's all take now. There's no give.
There you see Tanner Gray in the 15 looking on at this battle. He's just wanting Matt Crafton to finish this pass off so he can try to work over that 16 truck.
How about Tanner Gray? You know, his average finish last year, 22nd. That's in there in the 15, as Mike mentioned. Currently, his average finish.
Oh, trouble up front.
As you see Jack Wood involved in the
Or on the front stretch, sorry. That's what I meant. Trouble. First caution's already out, lap 8. Only raced for less than 3 minutes, and we're under caution.
Guys down in the garage here. It's so needed a decent run here for Jack Wood. That's probably not going to be terminal, but
well, you don't know what's going on under the hood. He could have gotten into that radiator. A lot of damage to the front, but as long as there's no water streaming from it, should be fine. Like you said, it's not enough damage, but man, look how stoved in it is there in the middle of the front.
And the very bottom there, right above that splitter, that flat black piece, is where the air intake is into the radiator. Obviously, the ductwork's going to be all destroyed, and it could be an issue for him.
You feel like you put the best truck you can, bring them out of the shop, all finely tuned, just knowing what lies ahead when you come here to Martinsville, all the carnage that exists.
Let's see if we can look at where it starts. Chris Wright just got around.
Looked like you just see his black marks there, just too much gas up high on the racetrack.
Right in front of Jack Wood. Jack had absolutely nowhere to go. Bam, you see the contact right there.
Well, what a tough break for Jack Wood, who's, you know, he's a rookie trying to get off to a good start this season, and he's got 3 of the 4 races he's finished outside the top 30. Just cannot catch a break for the youngster. First caution of the night here at Martinsville. Just 10 laps in.
Elia thanks the U.S. What's up, Malachi? How you doing?
Toyota, let's go places.
Here's my dip.
Did you bring yourself a layer dip?
Yeah, but it's just 7 layers of beans.
Resourceful. Or did you invite all your friends to watch your favorite team?
They're losing, but that's okay.
So you need, baby, there's nothing better. I bet you probably done something.
Who won the football game? There was no football game today. There hasn't been a football game since February.
Me too.
Football season only lasts from September to February.
I used to like traveling for my job.
Football season is long gone.
Right now, I just want to be home.
When you order carryout online from Domino's, we know it takes skill to get pizza from our store through a car door to your front door. So we're going to tip you for delivering your own pizza to yourself. Get a $3 tip just for ordering carryout online, only at Domino's.
We gotta tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. And we gotta do it fast.
Woo! New personal record, Limu!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. There have been a lot of fashion innovations over the years. The legless pants, the armless shirt, and the newest innovation, Skechers hoodless hoodie. It's soft and comfy just like your favorite hoodie, without a bulky hood hanging down your back. Only from Skechers, the tieless tie.
Back at Martinsville, little Thursday night under the lights, short track style for the Camping World Truck Series, the Blue Emu 200.
How cool is that to say, Vince? Thursday night, short track racing under the lights at the iconic, historic Martinsville Raceway, kicking off a great weekend of NASCAR racing. Regan, what's happening with Kyle Busch in the 51?
Michael, good break. That early caution was for Kyle Busch just now. He had no communication with the team. They couldn't hear him. He could not hear them.
Wow, that
Quickly, he
sucks.
switched to radio 2 or the backup radio. Everything's all good
Okay.
now.
Wouldn't it be more fair for the competition if he couldn't hear the rest of the communication?
Maybe start a lap down. That might help the competition.
But what about the
Honestly, that would be fun. If every truck race Kyle Busch does, he starts a lap down.
On this restart, that's been Rhodes on the outside. Zane Smith.
I think he would still win half of them at least.
Kyle Busch and Stuart Freeze.
Or at least start in the back.
Stewart with a nice run around the top. See if Ben
Just make it more fun to watch.
I guarantee you Stewart's not going anywhere other than trying to get up the side of road.
You can hang out there for a lap or two.
And a caution.
Caution's back out.
As the 40 has slowed down on the front stretch. That's Dean Thompson. You'll see him on the inside there.
Probably have a good break for Stuart Freeze.
The ignition or under the hood? It's coming from the engine bay.
Man, that's a shame.
Tough break for that group out of the Nice camp.
That was the shortest gray flag run I've seen in a while. Like in about 7 seconds.
High hopes for this 40 and Dean Thompson. Unfortunately, something's amiss.
That's the second
We're coming to push you.
to have
You want to take him straight to the garage, or what do you want to do here, guys?
You see only a handful of Truck Series starts.
Is that fire?
Yeah, a little fire inside the cockpit.
Uh-oh,
and
that's
he's
not
gonna
good.
Climb out. Gives us an opportunity to remind you about the Cup race here on Saturday night. You'll see it right here on FS1. Under the lights here at the Paperclip, Martinsville. All the action, 7 o'clock Eastern on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. Remember, that Saturday night. About that 3 straight nights of racing here at Martinsville. We've got the trucks tonight, Xfinity tomorrow night, and Cup on Saturday night. Xfinity did qualify earlier today, and Ty Gibbs scored the pole position, his 3rd straight pole.
Phil, have you ever been able to communicate with the record driver that it sounded like that you thought you both spoke the same language?
No.
I mean, everything that you wanted done, they were the opposite of it at the same time.
I mean, the driver was trying to tell the truck driver that things on fire. The truck driver, maybe he didn't believe him, or I'm not sure.
Now he's going to get the safety truck. Just a rough start to this night. Dean had such high hopes, and now his truck's on fire.
AMR safety crew, and you see that flame still burning inside that cockpit
Gotta
area.
set that out.
Plenty of fire extinguishers around here.
Let's get after it.
You'd think they'd be using one.
You would think so.
And now just taking a look and realizing that...
Oh yeah, maybe he was right. Maybe he wasn't lying and it actually is on
You
fire.
definitely have to take all the hood pins out, though, before you can open
Well, you
it.
don't have to.
He was trying to overcome
Courteous.
it. He was
It's
trying to
courteous.
overcome
A courteous move. Zane Smith, he's been out front almost the entire way.
Raise the flag and fire up the grip because tailgating season starts now. And the best way to catch the action is to be in the middle of it.
Hearing the motors, smelling the rubber, it's a whole experience. You're at the track. You don't have to fight traffic. You're setting your grill up. You're putting your burgers, your hot dogs on.
Start your NASCAR season at Camping World, where we have everything you need for the infield, including brand new RVs for less than $5 a day.
Just a wonderful weekend. Can't beat it.
When you step into a new day, determined, committed, willing to take on whatever's asked of you, that new day is yours to own, yours to shape, and yours to be proud of. Ram, J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Right now, during Ram Truck Month, get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn.
I'm 53, but in my mind, I'm still 35. That's why I take Osteo Biflex, to keep me moving the way I was made to. It nourishes and strengthens my joints for the long term.
OsteoBiflex, available at your local retailer and club.
USAA is made for the safe pilots, like Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bob. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
Oh, what a good time we will have. Once again, good days will come. Oh, to the question. You can make it happen.
Voltaren, the joy of movement.
You need the right office manager, like one who can answer that. Supply this, organize this. Oh, and do that too. Well, LinkedIn has tons of those people, so you can hire the right one.
$6 for the best kind of wings, paired with the best kind of celery sticks. Crinkle fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
Hi, I'm Johnny Bench. After a Hall of Fame career, it's no wonder I use Blue Emu. Blue Emu's non-greasy, deep-penetrating formula gets down deep into those joints for big-time comfort and without any of that funky smell. Blue Emu, it works fast and you won't stink.
All right, I'm gonna change your world. That's a shot. Let's go. I love to root for great. Right. You want to root for the underdog? Good luck with that. I'm controversial when I don't even mean to be. It doesn't matter how many times I'm right. You'll still argue with me. This is the host.
The baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time. All new Friday Night SmackDown at 8 Eastern on Fox.
Back at Martinsville, under caution, Dean Thompson came to a stop, couldn't get going after that restart, put a little fluid down on the track and a little fire underneath the hood, so they've gotten that 40 truck off into the garage area.
We saw right before the caution came out, Stuart Friesen was on the outside. He was able to get by Kyle Busch, and obviously he was ahead of Kyle at the most recent timing line when the caution came out, so he's going to restart here in third.
Got some radio from the 18 of Chandler Smith.
Slide the rears, it's not necessarily because I'm losing front turn. That's that slide. It's just more of a turning really good. Just lose a little bit of louder over it. Turning really, really, really good. Sweet. That's what we're going to want later. Longer run. These guys are out to lunch. We have a long run.
Wow, that's confidence. Don't you love that? And that young man is mature to the point where he's pretty confident with what he says and does behind the wheel.
That was 3 brillies. It was really, really, really good.
And would you rather, Phil, as a racer, have that truck turning really good or accelerating straight up really good? Which one would you pick if you had to pick one?
I think I would want to turn good because I can modulate that throttle above the corner, but I need that thing to go the other direction.
I like that, and he loves it, so that's interesting. That'll be fun to watch, to see when it comes choose our lane. Do we want inside or outside? We want inside, but what do we want to gain if we go up top? I'm not so sure Stuart Friesen, if Ben Rhodes goes low, Stewart won't go high and get on the front row.
Coming to that choose zone area as you see Zane Smith go to the bottom and Rhodes to the top.
It looked like Stewart was ready to go to the top if Ben Rhodes would have chose the bottom.
You know, you mentioned the maturity of Chandler Smith. Hard to believe under those circumstances, just 19 years old.
Yeah.
And already seems to have a command of what he wants and what he needs. Second year in the series, and he better be mature. He's married, got a baby on the way.
That's right.
Just found out it's going to be a little boy, so happy for them.
Yeah, and I saw he won the race on Friday night in Vegas, and I saw him Saturday morning with he and his bride walking through the casino, and I said, "How's it feel, winner?" He said, "It's pretty good to be me right now."
It's kind of your normal response.
That's the way I feel.
Pretty good to be you. Well, let's see if we can string together some green flag laps. Zane Smith and Ben Rhodes out front. Smith has led them all so far.
Nothing in the dough in that blue and white 25 slid high, but he gets it back in line. He's picked up some 10 spots here already.
Boy, Ben really drove it in there hard, trying to clear Stuart Friesen. Didn't quite make it yet.
All right, well, they got a green flag lap in. That's nice. MLB opening day today. Yeah, I was watching some baseball earlier. Pretty sad because I took today off. Like, I requested today off for opening day to watch the Red Sox, and they postponed their opening day till tomorrow. So that fucking sucks.
Busch and that 99 of Rhodes.
Awfully close, but a little incidental contact possibly.
You know what's interesting now, Vince? The race side by side with the truck on the bottom staying low, but as the laps wind down, the bottom truck will just keep inching up higher and higher to crowd someone out of the way.
Infinger. Watch this restart here for Junior Nemechek in the 4 truck.
Boy, missed a gear right there, didn't he? Brandon.
Take a listen to it. Go on board with Nemechek.
He missed that 3-4 shift there, didn't he?
Look at all the ground he loses from that mistake as well. Nice under attack by Derek Kraus.
It's a battle for the 8th position. Nemechek has 8.
That's Infinger, former winner here at Martinsville in front of John Hunter.
But how alert was Grant Infinger when he was right behind that 4 truck and it didn't go?
I love these views from on board, listening to him work the throttle. Listen how low the RPM gets in the corner.
Infinger got off to a tough start, finishes outside the top 20 the first 2 races, and has come on a little stronger the last 2, 12th, and then 10th most recently at COTA.
Just
still outside the cut line.
Sorry, that's just over 60 miles an hour, Michael, down in the center of the corner.
What about Willie B in the 7? He's following Johnny Sauder. They've got Haley Deegan stuck up on top. A little bit of contact there from Johnny.
Sees the door open up and takes a peek, but not going to be able to make the move as Sauder shuts it.
What about Johnny Sauder? He watched William Byron come in as a teenager and go off and win cup races, and Johnny says, I'm a short tracker, buddy. You're going to have your hands full dealing with me. And Johnny gets the move down low.
William won 7 races his only season here in the Truck Series. Moved on to the Xfinity Series and won that championship.
Well, what a great year that was for William Byron, wasn't it? His rookie year in the trucks.
Right up to Phoenix when the truck had an issue under the hood and didn't get that championship. But we were able to identify, and that's what I love about the Truck Series, Phil. We get to see
Sauder using up Haley Deegan.
Haley Deegan and Johnny Sauder got into the wall there. That was pretty aggressive. I don't know, man. I fuck Johnny Sauder, but like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she didn't do anything wrong. She just was racing down the front straight.
She should wreck him.
And he squeezed her up.
She really should wreck him.
His teammate Tom Majeski, who had issues before the start.
That's some bullshit, man.
Because of those issues.
Watch this. Let's see if we can
go wreck his ass.
Looks like Johnny just decides he's moving over, and that's not fair.
It's all the way back for 20 seconds.
That's fucked up.
Byron narrowly avoiding it, diving down to the inside. Ty Majeski following. Watch it again.
There's a lot of damage to Haley Deegan's truck right there.
Yeah, I'm afraid she needs to pit because that left front tire can't stand that much rub without blowing out.
Well, that's really unfortunate for Deegan. 3 straight finishes outside the top 30. She really needed a good run tonight, and doesn't look like she's going to get it. Zane Smith has won them all so far tonight here at Martinsville.
In NASCAR, the journey begins with one simple start. Turn, bump, win, and celebration. I am the NASCAR Camping
Someone's
World
slow
Truck
on
Series.
track.
I am NASCAR.
The 12. I think he's going to get back to pit road. Yeah, he's off the track, so it looks like he'll get back to pit road. But he is very slow.
The 2022 USFL draft is open. Whatever it takes to win. Standalone football. The fans have been waiting for this moment. Now, spring football is back.
For great views, go to Kansas. For unforgettable views, go to Kansas Speedway.
Caution's out.
With the premier
With 12 to go on the stage.
what they want, how they want to see it.
Racing in Kansas. Hopefully home.
And with a Saturday doubleheader and a Sunday Cup Series race, the views will get better all weekend long. Get your tickets today at KansasSpeedway.com.
The all-new Tundra. Toyota. Let's go
I
places.
never asked this, but can we have a long green flag run? Like, holy shit.
Flipped. Dipped.
Like,
Razzled.
that was like 20 laps right there, something like that.
Wings and crinkle fries deal. Arby's. We have the meat.
Hi, I'm Johnny Bench. After a Hall of Fame career, it's no wonder I use Blue Emu. Blue Emu's non-greasy, deep.
What's up,
penetrating
Winval?
formula gets down deep into those joints for.
How you
big
doing
time
tonight?
fun and without any of that funky smell. Blue Emu. It works fast and you won't stink.
We really care. Welcome back to Martinsville. Camping World Truck Series.
Thank you, Winval. Thank you. I meant to do that, but I forgot to.
Fuel pressure.
Got some takers on pit
Man
road
came
there.
in and did his job.
And he is not alone. Chandler Smith with him as well.
It's interesting, with all these caution flag laps, I didn't figure the tire wear would be that great. I'm a little bit surprised seeing these guys come to pit road. We'll see how it plays out.
Deegan is angry, and she has every right to
They
be.
can pit right before the stage ends. They want to do that.
That's some
Take advantage of
absolute
the guys
bullshit,
that
man.
after
Johnny Sauder, fuck him.
Michael, you're exactly
I mean, it could have been an accident, but, like, come on, dude. Why are you racing that hard on lap 38, you know? Whatever lap it was. I'm sorry, I forgot you're live. I mean, it's Thursday anyway. I get why you would not remember. You know, usually they don't race on Thursday, so.
51 truck of Kyle Busch. They're making a chassis adjustment, trying to give him a little more security. William Byron there in the 7 on the right-hand side. Matt Crafton came for service.
That 7 truck was hauling too. He looked really good early in this race. But this is one fun thing about stage racing. It gives these.
It's just, why are you doing that early in the race? And it's not like she was racing him very hard either. It was just him being an idiot.
Look at all the takers we had coming to pit road. And one thing you got to make sure that you don't do is make a mistake and speed during this caution.
Like the 88 of Matt Crafton just did on that stop?
Yeah, because, you know, your strategy is based around track position. And he comes in and speeds and gives that all away.
And what these guys, they realize that Kyle Busch, Chandler, everybody that pitted, more than likely the front of the field is all going to run to the end of the stage. More than likely come in then, and they're going to get some of that track position back.
So we're probably going to have like a 5-lap sprint to the end of stage 1 here. Zane Smith is leading. He's led every lap tonight. He started on pole, has led every single lap. So he just needs to lead 5 more, and he can get that playoff point and then 10 bonus points.
We saw John Hunter's Neiman checks, brake rotors, both front and back.
How you doing, Winval? How you doing tonight?
Blowing in the back for a truck here, I believe. But the decision there was Ben Rhodes is saying, I'm loose in, I'm having issues with my braking.
This race won't be that long of a race. I mean, unless we just, you know, unless the green flag run maximum is like 5 laps, you know, then it might be a long race. You're bored? Well, we got NASCAR.
Which way went to the front? Which way went to the back?
I very rarely ever ask for this, but can we get a green flag run? Can we get a decently long green flag? Like, can stage 2 go green? Can stage 2 just go green? All right? I never ask that.
Xfinity Series and the Cup Stars on the dirt at Bristol.
But yeah, we've been racing for 25 minutes, and I think we've only actually been racing for like maybe 8 of those minutes, if that.
He was pretty good on the dirt a year ago.
Yeah, he was.
All right, we're about to go back green with 5 laps to go in the stage.
Kyle Larson, those are going to be the stories Joey got us. Not so quick.
How about our truck race? Martin Truex Jr. dominated that.
I'm literally shitting, then NASCAR shows up and shit faster, yeah.
Star were 2 in that truck race with us at Bristol along with Logano. So look forward to that. But we got plenty of action here tonight. Zane Smith. How about Zane Smith? He led only 29 laps coming into this race and had won twice.
All right.
29 laps led, and tonight he is
Going back green here.
so far. Well, Kyle Busch came to pit lane and led many along with him. He restarts 15th.
I'm going to be interesting to see as these guys battle down into turn one. If anybody stays out at the end of the stage, we haven't had that many green flag laps. Some of our leaders might say, I'm going to make this a one-stop race and stop at the end of stage 2. We'll have to see what happens.
Or maybe even before the end of stage 2. They know they can go about 120 or 30 laps. They haven't really got a good feel. We haven't run enough laps to see how much fall off they're going to get in the tires.
Side by side, Eckes and Nemechek.
And you also want to, I think everybody would agree Kyle Busch is the favorite, right? Even though Zane Smith is putting the field away early on. So you want to be on a different strategy with him, I believe. And that's certainly how it's been set up so far about Kyle coming to pit road.
I was really a little surprised that Kyle came to pit road as well as Chandler Smith. The guys towards the back of the field, I understood. But I was a little surprised those guys that far forward came to pit road.
Maybe an opportunity to get some adjustments done to your truck if you felt like you weren't happy with it. You were going to be out there for a while. We'll see if Kyle continues to make his way back up through the field in these final couple of laps here in stage 1.
We saw the 45 of Wallace Allen.
Ooh, man, Kyle Busch almost got wrecked.
Kyle Busch, I don't know if the 42 of Carson Hosfar got into him or not, but the 45 of Wallace Allen just drove by Kyle Busch.
And Wallace is having a great start to this race. He's up in the 12th spot. Make that 11. Going there with Honeycutt in the 46. But that's great for this kid early.
All right, so Zane Smith leads every lap of stage 1, and he's going to win stage 1 and get 10 bonus points and a playoff point. The caution's out.
That was a clinic, wasn't it? I mean, wow. Straight up dominated stage 1.
He's already won twice this season. And he's just getting started here tonight. The stage 1
Well,
winner at Martinsville.
I'm going to get my leftover pizza.
I love my new home. I always wanted a house with historic
Hi,
architecture. But it
Who's
might
a
be
good
too
girl?
Victorian.
Pa.
Gosh, interesting headline on this.
Come on, Sheena.
Pants? Yes, I do believe they're called pants. Pardon me.
No.
Pa. That's a good girl.
At least Geico makes bundling my home and car insurance easy. I save so much. Just text me while I'm heading up.
It's a ghost.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
It's called self-care.
At Domino's, when you order carry-out online, we'll tip you $3 to use on your next order for being your own delivery driver. Because every great delivery driver deserves a tip.
What was that?
Domino's tip me $3. Only at Domino's.
As a Main Street bank, PNC has helped over 7 million kids develop their passion for learning. And now we're providing $88 billion to support underserved communities, helping us all move forward financially. PNC Bank. See how we can make a difference for you.
Your team is on a streak. A losing one.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. An Indeed resume gets right to work for you, so you can find that better fit fast.
Can you think of a time things didn't go as you planned?
How much time do we have?
I used to think that I've seen everything.
He's still alive under there.
Clear? But I don't say that anymore.
An all-new 911 followed by 911 Lone Star this Monday on Fox.
You've got Verizon Fios Internet. Now get 5G Ultra Wideband from Verizon Wireless and unlock even more savings when you add a select 5G unlimited plan. Save up to $30 a month on your Fios Internet bill and up to $10 a month on your new select 5G unlimited plan when you enroll in mobile and home rewards. So game more, watch more, save more. Switch now to save up to $480 a year in combined bills. Only on Verizon.
My doctor just told me I have stage 4 prostate cancer. I'm devastated. Why wasn't it caught earlier? Who's going to take care of my family?
The only thing worse than learning you have cancer is learning you should have been.
Winval, did I show you this yet? Did I show you this? Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney.
You're not alone. The Porter Law Group can get you the answers you deserve. Call 833-888-LATE for a free case evaluation or visit nycancerlawyers.com.
Back to the Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief 200 here at Martinsville Speedway. Zane Smith, the winner of Stage 1. He led all 50 laps. He has been out front from the drop. And interestingly enough, the top three at the end of Stage 1 with Zane Smith, Stuart Friesen, and Ben Rhodes, also the top three in that same order in our last race at COTA Championship Circuit of the Americas.
That's a trend, Vince.
I think it is. As you see our Stage 1 points. Impressive run, Derek Kraus, Tanner Gray, another solid effort. Chase Purdy in there.
Okay, pit road's open, guys. Let's see if anybody decides to stay out and run a little bit later. Here, Zane Smith's going to lead the parade. Ben Rhodes is going to stay out, though, isn't he?
We've got some Eckes staying
Yep,
out.
it's Ryan Blaney.
Reason is coming. Nemechek coming. Infinger.
Gotta love Ryan Blaney.
Josh Sims is there.
But yeah, my mom's old friend, we've kept in contact ever since she passed away. And her husband actually works for Dent Wizard, and he got to meet Ryan Blaney, and they sent me this car. So.
Josh Hunter Nemechek is too loose on that restart that we just had a moment ago. Had some brake shake as well as wheel hop. That went away, but a little concerning on the early laps for that truck. And the 38 of Zane Smith right now is too tight when he fires off. The truck is very sensitive. If he gets to the gas too quick and too hard in the corner, it's sensitive. It gets even tighter yet.
Seville handling machines out there, and if you're only going to get a couple of stops and cracks at it, you better make sure you make those right adjustments.
You talk about brake shake, and a lot of times brake shake will be because you're getting too much air. They're too cold, but you would think that'd be a problem here in Martinsville, having brake shake because your brakes are too cold, would you?
Brake shake and boogie. Under the lights at Martinsville. What a great area. Love racing here. Plenty to go for the trucks.
Okay, this is a freezer, not a time capsule. Sometimes the house itself can tell you how a young homeowner is turning into their parents.
Not those two.
Yep, they're gone.
Forever?
Yep.
That there is Progressive's Home Quote Explorer website, where I compared home insurance rates.
We don't need to print the internet. Some are beyond help. I will give you $100 if you can tell me what this is. Scotch egg. It's a meatball.
Progressive can't help you from becoming your parents, but we can help you compare rates on home insurance with Home Quote Explorer.
We've got a lot of work to do.
So you need someone to market your pet toys, but hiring is hard. Well, LinkedIn has tons of great people, so let's find the right one. You need someone to help your team reach your customers. Now we're talking. And help manage the budgets. Oh, right. Predict your future product launches. And help you herd cats, figuratively or literally. You need one person who does all that. Great, here are 9 to get you started, so you can find the right people and hire the right people.
Out here, you're more than just a landowner. You're a gardener, a landscaper, a hunter. Because you didn't settle for ordinary. Same goes for your equipment. Versatile, powerful, durable Kubota equipment. More goes into it, so you get more out of it.
Hey, you know what I say to all
Why does Dollar General not sell NASCAR diecasts?
launching themselves into space?
Did they used to? But I think it's just because Dollar General has not been, like, NASCAR and Dollar General haven't been partnered for years. Yeah, I think they did used to sell NASCAR diecasts, but...
That's a big turkey. Wait a minute.
You know, I've never been to Dollar General before.
How
Never.
many of these guys are there? Apartments.com, the most popular place to find a place.
Whoa, Marcos! When pizza's this good, there won't be leftovers. Unless you order extras for leftovers. Nice! Get unlimited medium one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Marcos, pizza lovers, get it!
Pain happens in many forms, but that doesn't scare Blue Emu. Delivering fast-acting pain relief in a cream, spray, and lidocaine in a soft foam applicator. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink. An official partner of NASCAR.
A jelly bean that's good for you? Nature's Bounty introduces new jelly bean vitamins.
good for you nutrients in a tastier for you form. More sweet dreams. More flavorful immune support. New Nature's Bounty Jelly Beans. Live bountifully.
Back at Martinsville, Camping World Truck Series racing here on FS1. Zane Smith pitted from the lead. He will restart 17th. An assortment of penalties. Dylan Stoyer, Caden Honeycutt, both speeding. Chase James, safety violation. Chris Wright, uncontrolled tire.
Hank Hookman had something go wrong as well. He was sitting on front straightaway, and now he's catching up.
Ben Rhodes and Christian Eckes for this restart. That's Rhodes on the inside. Stage 2 underway.
Back green, stage 2.
Busch and tires. Yeah, Kyle Busch and Hocevar right behind in row 2. And Mike, you like Kyle Busch's position here, right?
Yeah, his tires are perfect. They've warmed up just enough with that little sprint to the end of the stage, so he's in good shape. But we haven't seen him have the speed so far that we saw from Zane Smith, our leader, and you can see the 98 of Eckes. Christian Eckes is able to hang right with Kyle there. Yeah.
Johnny Sauder is a loser. Yep, I've said it for years. And he just proved it.
Green flag, and that's first stage, would you say? Yeah. Carson Hocevar is on the same plan as Kyle Busch. He pitted just before the end of the stage, and now he's battling his way inside of Christian Eckes.
I think a lot of these drivers and crews would love to see the caution come out around lap 80 or 85, and they would do it then. They would early pit then, and then be done for the day and have that track position over those guys that run for second stage points.
What about Matt Benedetto down on the bottom of the 25 truck? He's making a nice run earlier, and there's William Byron. You keep an eye on the 7 truck. He's got it really fast. Machine, remember Majeski, he was in trouble at the start of the race. He's battled his way back into contention.
William Byron has been racing a variety of different types.
Never realized it till now.
This season, what do you think of him?
I have. I always knew he was a fucking loser.
I think he's won every time he jumped in a super late model. I think he's won at least 3 or 4 times.
I never liked Johnny Sauder.
Alex Bowman in the truck at Coda.
Finished second. We saw him early in the show with that big battle with Stuart Friesen and Kyle Busch. Ended up finishing second.
Wow. Did you see that big block Majeski threw on Chandler? Chandler says, I'm having none of it. Got to the inside right behind William Byron in those black trucks.
Remember how good he talked about that truck turning, that 18 truck.
Ty Majeski needs a good run. We talked about that battery change he had to make at the beginning of the race today, and he's all the way back up inside the top 10. Solid effort out of the Thor Sport camp. Really happy for Majeski getting a full-time opportunity as you see Chandler Smith give him a little tap.
He got to the inside.
Why does Dollar General not sell NASCAR stuff? I swear I saw a Dodge hat there. Probably because this NASCAR stuff is more than $1.
Sometimes it's hard to accelerate straight up off, pitching it down under another truck. I think that's what happened to Chandler there. As you see, Majeski's been able to drive away and start to put a little pressure there on the 25 truck up to Benedetto.
We all thought we would see solid runs from Majeski and Benedetto tonight, and they are not disappointing, threatening the top 5.
I think if you heard Chandler Smith, and if you talk about a truck that turns great, it's just going to get better and better lap after lap. These trucks have a tendency to want to slide the front end in the corners once the tires get a little air and the heat in them. And so if he's got a truck that he can combat that with, he will be strong in the long run.
Yeah, they start these tires so low of air. It looks like they have flat tires, especially on the left side. But as the tires build up air pressure, then they're the right operating pressures, then the truck really takes off.
Caution.
Caution is out. Down in turn 1, Spencer Boyd.
I don't know how to keep it running. I'm trying to come up with a plan.
Well, it's the second time they've had an issue tonight.
Yeah, it won't run. It won't refire, man.
Ooh, damn, dude. That caution should have came out way earlier.
Heads up move by Matt Benedetto, giving Ty Majeski room. I'm sure his spotter said, hey, you've got a slow truck on the inside. And he could have really put Majeski in a compromising position, but he moved up and gave him room.
What do you think, Bill? I don't think we've got any takers from, I mean, you've got Ben Rhodes, Christian Eckes up toward the front that didn't hit at the end of the stage. I think it might be a little early. They might try to run this thing to the end of the stage. Rhodes was comfortably leading. Can he make it? I like stopping now. I like stopping now because we talked about going 135, 145 laps. We're 129 laps to go. We know we're going to get at least 8 or 10 caution laps at the end of the second stage. I think all these guys are in their window now if they wanted to chance it.
Stop here and
no
stay
more.
out the rest of the way.
And no more.
Yeah, we're not hearing of significant tire wear, so that doesn't seem like that would be an issue. And if they got enough fuel to go to the finish, not a bad move.
We heard during a commercial break after the end of the first stage that Jeff Hensley was talking to Matt Craft, and he said, hey, we might not even stop anymore, period. He said the tires are not falling off. They look great. Haley Deegan, I just want to update. She is in 21st position. That damage she suffered with that contact with Johnny Sauder didn't end her night, nor has it ended Johnny Sauder's night. He's all the way up in the top 10. That 13 truck is rolling, Vince.
And his teammate, Ben Rhodes, in the 99.
I'm overslowing some of these corners initially because I have to get on the brakes so early to calm the truck because I can't modulate the pedal. So I'm kind of just fighting something going on there. The left front is bouncing real bad when I do get to the brakes, so I'm just kind of fighting like an uneasy truck.
Fighting it with the lead. I like that. Yeah.
Fighting it with Kyle Busch on your bumper, though, is not quite as relaxing.
No takers up front, Phil. No. He put a few truck links on Kyle Busch, Vince. He's driven off a bit. They had also gapped Carson Hocevar there in the 42.
Well, we anticipate this is going to be a tight one tonight, right down to the finish. Typical short track racing, and that would be no different than any of the other 4 races we've had this season.
Eckes comes up the block. The white flag is out, and now the yellow. NASCAR overtime at Daytona.
Flagerman gave a good shove to the 38 of Zane Smith, and he takes over the lead. Who was so close to winning it in regulation. This time he does indeed get it done. Taking a look up top.
Oh, and the crossover inside. Chandler Smith back to the bottom for the lead. He has done it. Chandler Smith in Las Vegas.
Hine goes to the bottom. Getting some help from John Hunter Nemechek, new leader. And Corey Hine wins in Atlanta. So they have a shot in Iowa. It's all 3 of them together. Zane Smith is taking the lead. Zane Smith wins at Circuit of the Americas. Whole lot of Smiths. Yeah, the first 4 races.
Good to be named Smith. Wow, what talent these young racers have. It's just been so much fun watching Zane. Bounced around a little bit during the offseason. Wasn't really sure of his plans, and now he's won 2 races already and cemented himself as a championship contender. And then there's Chandler. Just gets it done week in, week out. He loves his truck. Be fun to follow along. He's won 3 of our last 9 races.
All right, y'all, going back green.
Last year.
Read my fucking words I said. I swear I saw a Dodge head.
They are the only 2 that have not come to pit road tonight.
Yeah, I did read your words, bud.
Restart, that's Rhodes on the inside.
Well, I don't think... I guess Dollar General just doesn't care about NASCAR. That's probably why.
We heard Ben on that radio talk about the uneasiness of his truck. We'll see if he can keep Kyle back, or Kyle Busch can get up front and take the lead.
Look at that blue truck on the outside, Ben.
William Byron charging in the 7, getting around Hocevar for 3rd.
That's impressive. He's had my eye since the start of this race, making moves on the inside and the outside. Look how low he's able to drive up off that corner and close in on the 51 at Busch. You've sold me on the 7 of William Byron, Michael. Hocevar going to school, learning from these cup winners.
Majeski and Chandler Smith. Majeski in the 66, Smith in the 18. Fighting for 6th with the Benedetto right behind him in the blue and white 25.
There's our friend Johnny Sauder. Rushed up Haley Deegan a bit earlier in the race. Had some damage into the wall, or into Deegan, but he seems to be good.
Sauder started at the tail end of the field tonight, and he is inside the top 10.
Right behind him, the guy that led the entire first stage, Zane Smith, that 38 truck. This is when you really find out how good your truck is, Phil. You don't have that fresh air on your nose. You got to go down. You don't have a clear view of the racetrack. You got to make sure you go down there and make the moves.
Wallace Allen bringing now out the caution. Boy, it's been a tough night for these guys. He's run well there.
This is what factory stock racing is all about, boys. It is quality over quantity here at the Carl Custom Bristol Nationals.
See more speed out of Lawless tonight. Know how he got turned there. Looked like maybe some damage to the left rear tire. Possibly just somebody had a nose in.
Another one of those racers out of California. Several of them
Oh!
in the Camping World Truck Series. Getting a little help. Bringing out the caution.
The only way you're ever gonna know what you're made of is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? The new Grand Cherokee, made for what you're made of.
Shop and buy online with Jeep eShop, where right now, well-qualified lessees can lease the new 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4 for $399 a month.
King C. Gillette is a complete lineup of tools and facial hair care products. This is the Style Master, designed to style your stubble in one stroke. A pivoting metal head that defines every edge, and 3 comb lengths for added versatility. One tool that helps you choose, change, and match your style. King C. Gillette.
A jelly bean that's good for you? Nature's Bounty introduces new jelly bean vitamins. Good for you nutrients in a tastier for you form. More sweet dreams. More flavorful immune support. New Nature's Bounty jelly beans. Live bountifully.
I'm a fancy exercise bike newbie, and I've gone from 0 to obsessed in like 3 days.
A nice apple? The NASCAR gaming sphere has been a contentious one over the last decade, to say the least. And while much of the most recent controversy has been...
I'll watch that video tomorrow. I've been watching the iceberg a lot recently.
Way to pay for this yourself.
Get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem for a whole lot less.
Working out doesn't have to be this complicated. That's why I make walking my workout with Skechers' new Workout Walker. They're loaded with performance and comfort technology to add more spring to your step. Just put them on and walk. Try Skechers' new Workout Walker.
We've got your back, road warriors. Because we know you want to get back to going your speed. Steering life at 10 and 2. You're hitting the road, and we're helping you get there with confidence. Soon, you'll get back to skipping the counter without missing a beat. Back to choosing any car in the aisle. Back to being the boss of you. Go national. Go like a pro.
When you order carryout online from Domino's, we know it takes skill to get pizza from our store through a car door to your front door. So we're going to tip you for delivering your own pizza to yourself. Get a $3 tip just for ordering carryout online, only at Domino's.
Pit stops. Regan Smith.
It's the 7 truck of William Byron. Their strategy said they need to pit now if they want to have a shot to win the race. Right now, pretty good, but that truck needs just a little bit of help from the center off of the corners in the 51 of Kyle Busch. He's been fighting a loose race truck, very descriptive about the left rear of that truck. Can't get it to grip the way that they want. You see him putting what appears to be a spring rubber in the left rear right there, taking a little bit of extra time.
And you know, Vince, this race is short. And so if you don't like your truck, you better fix it now because it'll be too late later on. Get that pit stop made. Even though he just pitted 15, 20 laps ago, he wanted that adjustment, and he needed it right now in order to think he's got a chance to win.
And if they fix that truck, he's in his way. We know he can go to the rest of the way. So he and William Byron and everyone else that came down pit road are good to go.
Pit road still has not pitted in that 99. By the way, others besides Kyle Busch and William Byron that pitted, Chandler Smith, Matt Crafton, Stuart Friesen, Johnny Sauder, all came to pit road there.
I think barring something unforeseen, those guys are all done for the day on pit road.
And that swing the advantage maybe over to someone like William Byron, who's currently down in the 20th position, knowing when another 16 laps when
your new Charger is draining your battery? How is that possible?
And how about the strategy of roads?
Does it? Well, I have a question. Does it charge your phone very fast?
At the end of this stage, just tough it out, and then
like,
I got 100 laps.
Like when you plug it in, does it charge up very fast and then die very fast?
If the caution was out in 5 or 10 laps, run to the stage, run to the end of the stage, get those stage points.
Zane Smith won stage 1.
No.
Rhodes got his eyes set on stage 2.
Carson and Hosevar's got something to say about that.
15 to go when they take the green here in the second stage. Hosevar on the outside, Rhodes the inside.
Bill, I just love the way they're able to launch. Do you see that nose up in the air and the throttle wide open?
Astros up by 3 runs against who?
About the 99 at Ben
Yeah,
Road.
Vincent really had every restart has been good for him, as well as it was for Zane Smith earlier.
Thorsport, 3 of the top 4 with Rhodes, Eckes, and Majeski.
What about Colby Howard in that 91 slipping in to the top 10? That's Taylor Gray in the black 17. Haven't talked about Parker Kligerman. He's always going to be up near the front, and he is again tonight.
For second,
Against Ohtani.
Eckes with Majeski.
It drains my battery instead of charging it.
Right behind in that orange 38.
Use your old charger then.
Rhodes still out front, and he's gapped Hosevar by 7/10 of a second. Oh, 3 wide at Martinsville. And William Byron says, I think I'm going to take this spot.
And he knows that. He knows he's 3 wide, and he knows he's on the inside, so he gave them plenty of room.
A little rubbing for second.
Wow, that's precision driving, isn't it?
Majeski taking a peek.
Oh. Said, all right,
new.
Man, I'm going to cut you a break there, but look at that truck right behind them. There's Zane Smith in that 38. He's pitted at lap 55. I'm going to be interested to see if the stage ends, he comes or stays.
With all the caution laps we've had and will have, I'm not sure that he can't make it from there.
I think he can make it. Just be a matter if he thinks these tires will go away in that last 100 laps.
Well, that side-by-side battle for second continues. Hosevar and Eckes. Finally, Eckes puts him away. Now we'll see if Majeski. Yes, he's going to challenge Hosevar. Now and a little bit of slide from Hosevar in that 42.
Right now, our top 2 runners have not been to pit road yet in this race.
Inside.
Is that a little bit of smoke from the 38 truck? I don't know what that was from. Oh, look how sideways off the corner Majeski is.
It's better and it's green.
Just opened up for Zane Smith.
Do you have
He just moved right through it.
Do you have fucking shit? This charger?
Majeski's hanging tough, though, on
The Android charger. The Android charger.
That's for 4th as Smith takes it away.
Look at this mess Kyle Busch is in.
Holmes in the 32.
Right.
Crafton just ahead of him in the 88.
Johnny Sauder trying to come along with Kyle, but man, heavy traffic and just now cracked the top 20, Vince. That's how competitive truck racing is. A little bit of strategy play, and he's back there racing. You see just ahead of Crafton, Haley Deegan there, and look at Majeski blocking down, trying to hold off to Benedetto.
Right now, there are only 2 trucks on the racetrack that pitted at the same time that Kyle Busch did. John Hunter drives it down to the inside, said, I'm here. If you want to come down, it's at your own peril.
And let me just tell you, it's only going to get worse. That's the way the race is going to end. People just diving in and trying to grab spots by using that bumper.
And Nemechek did get the spot for 5th. Phil, we talked about it at the top of the show. It's going to be full contact racing tonight, and by the time
It's keeping your phone from dying. Well, that is the purpose of a charger. But you also wanted to actively charge the phone.
Stay out there and remain on the lead lap. They did a good job repairing that truck on both the left side and the right side, but now Kyle's wearing her out a bit for position.
Kyle gave her a little bit of nudge about a lap ago. Let her know that he was there and he wanted through.
Here comes her buddy, Johnny Sauder, who roughed her up earlier in the race. See if they can work this out.
Johnny's going to give her a lot of room this time.
He's got a competitive truck as well. You see Stuart Friesen, another one of the trucks is on a different strategy.
You get it from the local store? Well, that's probably why.
Under 5 to go. Now just 3 laps left here in stage 2. Rhodes and Eckes have yet to pit, and right now they are running 1-2.
And laying down some lap times.
We have 3 or 4 of our top trucks.
If it's not like an official charger from the company that you got your phone from, there's a good chance that it's like a shit charger.
About these runs here.
$50 for a fucking phone charger? Are you fucking kidding me, WinVal?
everywhere Kyle Busch goes, Johnny Sauder follows along. He's making good progress.
God damn.
Follow somebody up through. I'd say that'd be a good choice as Rhodes crosses the line. 1 to go. Final lap here in stage 2.
Remember, Chandler Smith came to pit road on lap 81 along with Kyle Busch. And he's a couple spots ahead.
You're joking? Okay, good. That was the longest green flag run of the night right there.
Number 3 this season. It's been an impressive run for Rhodes. Runner-up a couple of times this year. 4th most recently.
Yeah, $1.
The defending series champ.
That's probably why.
Stage 2 winner at Martinsville.
And we're halfway done.
Look, I only get 1 race a year to shine. I mean, I'm literally dirt. And I see you with your fancy next-gen cars. I'm just here at Bristol with 20,000 truckloads of my best friends to make your Easter Sunday eventful. Game on, baby. The NASCAR Bristol Dirt Race. Easter Sunday at 7 on Fox.
Birthday breakfast in bed. Best roommate ever. This is so weird. I just dreamt this. Dreamt what? You bringing me breakfast in bed? That is weird. So what happened? Well, you ended up giving me all your cinnamon delights because you love me. Aww. Yeah, that definitely was a dream. Was it though?
Give your morning something to celebrate with Taco Bell's new $5 Bell Breakfast Box.
I used to like traveling for my job, but things change. Right now, I just want to be home.
JC tried game flings for the first time the other day and forgot where she was. You can always spot a first-time game flings user.
Can a sitcom legend name that tune faster than a music superstar?
Finn, do you have it? Nope.
Name That Tune Celebrity Edition on Tuesday on Fox.
You don't marry the love of your life, you marry the love of your life. And on your wedding day, you don't want to like the way you look, you want to love the way you look. And we're here to help with designers like Joseph Abboud, Calvin Klein, and Vera Wang. Men's Warehouse, love the way you look.
It's Red Lobster's new 3 from the Sea. Get 3 courses for $15.99. Choose a soup or salad, an individual starter, and 1 of 7 entrees like fish and chips. That's 3 courses for $15.99. Hurry in.
You don't marry the like of your life, you marry the love of your life. And on your wedding day, you don't want to like the way you look, you want to love the way you look. And we're here to help with designers like Joseph Abboud, Calvin Klein, and Vera Wang. Men's Warehouse, love the way you look.
Crispy, crunchy, sweet with bunches. Honey Bunches of Oats brings a bunch to your morning, so you can bring a bunch to your day. So go on, make a bunch happen.
2 stages complete here at Martinsville. Welcome back to Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief 200. Ben Rhodes is in his pit box. Josh is there.
Ben Rhodes making his first pit stop of the race. Says he's been fighting an uneasy truck. Says the left front is bouncing a little bit too much.
You're getting a refund for your charger? The $1 charger?
So otherwise, he's happy with his...
Hi, Jaden!
Happy with the way his truck is driving as well. In the 98, says he has...
Sheena, Jaden's here.
Locking up. They'll make a slight air pressure adjustment, and that's all. Regan?
Carson Hocevar, that truck wasn't as good this run for him. Plenty of drive off the corner, but could not get it to turn the center. And Zane Smith in the 38, his brakes are very smudgy right now. A little free into the corners with that truck, but the brakes are his biggest issue, he told the team.
Well, and Hocevar had a problem there on that pit stop. The 42.
How was baseball, Ben? Well,
so some issues for some of those running up towards
opening day was today, and I watched some of the Cubs. I watched some of the Cardinals game. I actually asked for today off for opening day, and I got it. And then the Red Sox postponed their opening day because of rain. So that's great.
Yeah, Phil, I got you. Good to hear from you.
Well, good to have you back. Welcome back to the Truck Series, and this is how you did it back a few years ago when you won so many races and led so many laps. Got to be a lot of fun for you.
Yeah, it's a blast. It's just thanks to Mr. H and Spire for letting me do this, and yeah, it's been fun. I got great crew chiefs energy, so they're doing a great job in there, and the truck's been good so far. Just trying to get myself up to speed and know where my visuals are. So it's been fun lately.
Well, great pit strategy by Bono and the guys to get you this lead here past halfway.
Yeah, when Val bought a shit Charger.
Obviously, we're not after the points, and we had a pretty decent start to the race. It was pretty crazy back there, but good to be up here now.
All right, buddy, you've been fun to watch. Finish it off.
Thanks, Phil.
Yeah, the free pass
All right.
on this caution at the stage break goes to the 15 of Gray. They had a.
I'm a roll a blunt, bitch.
So he had gone a lap down, and the 38 of Zane Smith speeding on pit road.
The other one works, but new is just not charging.
When you bear yourself deeper into the field,
Wait, so it just like it'll keep your phone at the same percentage, but it just won't it won't. You plug your charger in, it won't die, but it won't charge either. So it's just like a neutral charger. It keeps you at its current charge. It shouldn't be called a charger. That should be called a stabilizer charger. I don't know.
Players fired up, ready to go, just 9 days away from the start of this innovative new league. The inaugural season kicking off April 16th. Battle between the New Jersey Generals and the Birmingham Stallions. Going to air on both Fox and NBC.
Your charger is fucked. You bought it for $1. That's probably why. That's probably why it's a shit charger.
Just past the halfway point in this one. I like William Byron and Chandler Smith will restart up front.
Oh, guys, I don't think I told you. My fog machine is broken. Yeah. It's fucked up. It just squirts out water now. Whenever I press it, it'll just squirt out water where it used to squirt out fog. And it's fucked.
Started at the tail of the field, and he is on row 2 for this restart, taking us into the final stage. Byron into 7, going to the front.
Matt Crafton fills that hole that William Byron.
So I'll be getting a new one soon. Oh, another caution.
Significant contact, and that's the 46 of Caden Honeycutt making his series debut with some significant damage. I think Dylan Stoyer was involved in that.
Let it squirt on you? That's kind of hot.
Truck series start. Caden runs the Cars Tour for Barry Nelson.
I did.
And the points last year in the Cars Tour with a couple wins. And Stoyer is
Fog. Stable USB cable, yeah.
Races with Stuart Friesen. Friesen told me today, he said he can get it done. He's got a lot of talent. Went asphalt racing for a while, now back on the dirt. And
I've barely had it. How did I break it? I've had it for almost a year, but well, it happened during the Coda race, or no, not Coda, Richmond last week. Remember I used it at the beginning of the race? I squirted the fog everywhere. And then at the end of the race, when Denny Hamlin was doing his burnout, I was like, I want to do a burnout too. Let me turn on my fog machine. And then it didn't turn on. So then I did some diagnostics after the race and found out that it's just squirting water. That's all it does, is squirt water. It's not even a fog machine anymore.
did a nice job. That truck turning right in front of his lap, right in his lap. And he was able to get by without any significant contact.
Tanner Gray got a little damage in that as well. There he is right there repairing that damage. We documented the fact that he had an air gun issue, lost a lap, got the free pass on this caution.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that you mentioned that, Mike, about Stoyer avoiding the contact. Because, I mean, when you're a young driver making your first start of the series, just getting an opportunity to run all the laps is the most important.
Yeah, he didn't panic. Yep. You know, he just relaxed. He let that spin develop and missed it.
AMR safety team doing its job, and we're back under caution at Martinsville.
Raise the flag and fire up the grill because tailgating season starts now. And the best way to catch the action is
Winval, get a new charger. Just get a better one. Get one that's not $1.
You're at the track.
Okay.
You have to fight traffic. You're setting your grill up. You're putting your burgers, your hot dogs on.
Start your NASCAR season at Camping World, where we have everything you need for the infield, including brand new RVs for less than $5 a day.
Just a wonderful weekend. Can't beat it.
So you're looking for an office manager, but hiring is hard. Well, LinkedIn has tons of great people, so let's find the right one. Like someone to run the desk. What else? Stock supplies. Ah, of course. Oh, I love this one. Organize team activities.
And thrive in a fast-paced environment.
Woo! You need one person who does all that. Great, here are 9 to get you started. So you can find the right people and hire the right people.
You're going to?
I'm 53, but in my mind,
Or else you'll
I'm
not
still
have a
35.
phone anymore.
That's why I take OsteoBiflex, to keep me moving the way I was made to. It nourishes and strengthens my joints for the long term.
OsteoBiflex, available at your local retailer and club.
Yes, hanging that big old TV with just a little lean. You deserve a delicious Dr. Pepper.
I do?
Oh, yeah! You're not the only one.
Maybe you got the kids to school.
But I was 20 minutes late. Oh, Mama, parenting is hard. And your sweet things are doing great.
I just passed this test that proves I'm not a bot.
So hot.
As a Main Street bank, PNC has helped over 7 million kids develop their passion for learning. And now we're providing $88 billion to support underserved communities.
Getting a new charger no matter what happens. Yeah, you'll need one.
PNC Bank. See how
Or else you won't have a phone.
DQ is taking your taste buds for a ride with the new Signature Stack Burger menu, featuring 5 mouth-wowing cheeseburgers, like the loaded A1 Stack Burger and the spicy Flamethrower Stack Burger. Try the new DQ Signature Stack Burger menu today. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Hi, I'm Johnny Bench. After a Hall of Fame career, it's no wonder I use Blue Emu. Blue Emu's
Your other one barely works.
formula gets down deep into
better than nothing.
Big time comfort and without any of that funky smell. Blue Emu. It works fast and you won't stink.
Back at Martinsville, Zane Smith won stage 1, Ben Rhodes won stage 2, a little Thursday night racing under the lights. Race number 5 in the season. Been coming here for a long time, every year of the series.
We talk about the beating and banging that we've seen here over the last couple of weeks. We're still a few laps away from seeing the major beating and banging.
Yeah,
you mean there's more to come?
Before you would want to be inside of a guy before you shove the issue. Now you're just going to be close and you're going to push the issue. There's the choose lane. See Byron and Crafton going to the bottom.
I mean, the bottom lane is obviously the preferred.
It's just how many rows do you want to give up? You know what I mean? Do you want to take the bottom at all costs? You know what I mean?
Well, how many rows back before you say, you know what, I'm just going to go to the top?
It's been pretty even. Like it's been pretty much just one to the inside, one to the out. Right? Crafton chose to go low, and so if I'm Chandler Smith, I go right where he goes. You can see the lead from there. You can see clear track. You get a great restart, and William Byron doesn't. Chandler Smith could be leading this race.
And you may just be ahead of him by a foot, and a caution come out again.
Blue Emu race summary, you saw it there on the screen, and Zane Smith has led the most laps.
All right, go back green.
Roads at 47. Right now, William Byron is out front in that blue number 7 truck on the inside for this restart.
What a start by Chandler, but you see how far William drove that 7 into the corner?
And it sticks, too. That's the second time in a row he's been able to do that.
Crafton and Sauder on the inside line. Going to try to keep Chandler Smith outside. Oh, 3 wide. De Benedetto on the outside. Lawless Allen in the middle. Somehow they all came out clean.
That is awesome. They sorted that out.
De Benedetto and Derek Kraus now side by side for 13th.
All these positions inside the top 20 you saw back there. There's the battle for second. Crafton just trying to dig down to the inside, but he's going to slip off turn 4.
Remember, we heard Crafton say at the beginning of the night he wasn't going to be very friendly. He was tired of getting used up and run over through the first 4 races, and he was not going to be very accommodating tonight.
What about this statement Johnny Sauder's making?
A 13 truck that started 36th this race, battling up inside the top 5.
And that's Kyle Busch, who's gotten back into the party in 5th in the 51 truck. Bringing Stuart Friesen along.
Man, these guys are really battling hard, knowing that Williams' strategy has him in a good spot. Got to make up ground in a hurry.
Parker Kligerman in the 75, back just inside the top 20 with Haley Deegan in the 17 of Taylor Gray.
They're going to be 3 wide. Oh, nice job by Haley around the top. Can she get in front of Gray? Yes. Clear.
Nice move. Nice move.
Awesome. That'll put her up to the 16th position.
They held their own after they had that damage repaired from the contact with Johnny Sauder.
It's been a
Caution.
really solid race. Oh, trouble.
And the 20 of Dylan Stoyer making his series debut.
I don't believe she's going to get rolling.
No, not very smoothly, that's for sure. Heavy damage on the left front.
Well, rose a little smoother than I thought, Vince, but a lot of damage you can see on both sides. I believe that'll do it for Stoyer tonight.
That's too bad. As you said earlier, Michael, highly regarded. Certainly those fans up in the Northeast familiar with Stoyer's success up there.
Chris Wright, a couple of issues tonight. Was he a part of that mess?
Most of that left side damage was done early. How about Zane Smith, guys? Remember, he had the penalty on pit road. He has only got up to the 22nd position here with 78 laps to go.
Final stage at Martinsville, but a lot of racing left. Don't go away.
When you step into a new day, determined, committed, willing to take on whatever's asked of you, that new day is yours to own, yours to shape, and yours to be proud of. Ram, J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Right now, during Ram Truck Month, get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn.
This weekend, it's Soccer Saturday on Fox. First, the U.S. Women's National Team take on Uzbekistan. Then, Chicharito leads the LA Galaxy against Carlos Vela and LAFC. It all starts Saturday at 5 Eastern on Fox.
A Ford built for you, by you. Get yours. Built from the ground up with your choice of colors, wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want a head-up display and Escape, 7 GOAT modes in Bronco Sport, or a Ranger with best-in-class gas torque? You got it. And now get an extra $1,000 bonus cash. See your local Ford store for a Ford built for you, by you. Custom build your new Ford truck or SUV and get an extra $1,000 bonus cash. View special lease and financing deals at buyfordnow.com.
When it's time to choose a funeral home, we know what matters to you. Superior service and a value.
We are independently owned and take pride in being exceptional at what we do. From appearance to service, let us help you and your family through your time of need. Regardless of your family's financial situation, Bugosi Twins Funeral will work within your budget to create a special celebration of your loved one's life.
For superior service and value, call Bugosi Twins Funeral Home, 315-468-2431.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
At Domino's, when you order carry-out online, we'll tip you $3 to use on your next order for being your own delivery driver. Because every great delivery driver deserves a tip.
What was that?
Domino's tip me $3. Only at Domino's.
Welcome back to Martinsville. The Blue Emu maximum pain relief.
The fuck caution? Yeah, it was someone spun out. I forgot his fucking name. He had a lot of damage though.
Take that 1/8 of an inch. You give them 1/8, they're gonna root you out of the way. Your truck is fine. You're a top 6 truck right here. They're gonna try and gouge you, and that's what a fine line.
Yeah, I knew Eddie DeHaan's the spotter. I can tell Eddie DeHaan's voice from anywhere.
Great stuff there from veteran spotter Eddie DeHaan.
These young racers like Tyler, they lean on that advice as well. But that's when the problems start happening, Phil. When somebody thinks they've got that 1/8 of an inch that Eddie was talking about, there you see a great view of our spotters up on the roof looking down on the action.
Sometimes they don't even need an eighth of an inch.
No, they don't have an eighth, and they try to take an eighth, and you close it off, and around you go.
Well, and for Ankrum, it's been a nice steady progression this season. His first year with Hattori Racing and crew chief Scott Zipadelli. The results have gotten better each and every race. 7th, most recently at COTA, trying to improve on that tonight.
Sitting inside the top 10 here as we go back racing at Martinsville.
That's William Byron on the inside and Johnny Sauder on the outside.
All right, back green. Here we go.
Final stage, back to green.
Great 1 and 2 once again for William.
Chandler Smith on the inside in that 3rd spot, taking a peek on Johnny Sauder with Kyle Busch right behind him. Matt Crafton in that neon yellow 88 in 5th.
A little bit of contact between Sauder and Chandler Smith.
Smith with that truck, he likes the way it turns in the center. It's going to make it loose up off, though, make it hard to pin it down and get this move completed on Johnny Sauder. Johnny's going to clear him.
Great exit.
You know, Sauder's not going to give much room. No points on the table for Sauder. It's just trophy. He wants another grandfather clock. He's already got 4 of them. Running that part-time schedule. It's all about the win.
There's that 16 truck that Eddie DeHaan is giving coaching to. He's on the outside of Derek in the Napa number 19.
He's lost a few spots since the restart.
Going to be able to get down there behind Kraus and just ahead of Haley Deegan as she continues to progress forward. Great run here for Haley.
Sauder in that 13. Just a couple of weeks ago when everybody else was at COTA racing, Sauder was in Georgia racing a late model for Richie Waters in the Georgia Spring Nationals. He may be away from the truck series, but he ain't away from the track.
That's talk about a racing family now.
Don Hunter down on the bottom trying to take that spot away from Friesen. He knows time is a ticking. You're going to win a grandfather clock. You better get going right now.
I love that visor cam view, too.
Hasn't Hendrick used these colors for a Busch car?
Mike, wouldn't you say, though,
Ken Larson now on the trucks.
With the way his season started,
Casey Kane's car was not this exactly. This. Oh shit! Stuart Friesen around.
Well, that was Ben Rhodes.
Yeah, that 3 wide wasn't going to work, but Rhodes.
Of course, it was Ben Rhodes.
Eckes was in the middle, and Friesen was up top, and they were all right there for 7th.
You got to give Rhodes a little bit of credit, though. He had more than.
Yeah, Casey Kane's car was not the current car that they use. Like, it's not the same paint scheme, but no, that paint scheme is actually Ricky Hendrick's paint scheme. If you don't know who Ricky Hendrick is, he used to drive in the Busch series in the early 2000s and tragically passed away in a plane crash on his way to Martinsville Speedway in 2004. So, yeah, Kyle Larson's paint scheme is based off of
Eckes radio.
Is based off of the Ricky Hendrick scheme, and so is, you know, Byron's tonight.
The only way he's going to beat you has to move you. You're way better than he is. We're still good here.
We should point out those 3 are
They love milking this scheme. It's not milking.
That Michael likes so much. Teammates at ThorSport.
You remember the top of the show we talked about the Xfinity teammates.
It's a nice paint scheme.
Last week.
That's just a good solid move there for Eckes to get to the bottom. But watch what happens off 2. Gets a little bit loose on the bottom, and who sees opportunity? Ben Rhodes.
And you see Eckes come all the way down a full lane to try to block. Then the contact was made, and unfortunately, Stuart Friesen pays the price.
Yeah, Rhodes and Eckes teammates, and there was contact there for sure. And poor Stuart Friesen got the worst of it.
J-Rod, his crew chief, was certainly trying to calm Eckes down, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think Eckes wasn't thrilled about the contact from Rhodes. I don't know. I mean, that's 50-50, Phil. I don't really these days, this day and age, who to blame that on.
And to see if maybe Rhodes doesn't hit the curve here as well, that pops him up into...
Well, he was as low as he could go.
I think he hit Eckes and then the curve.
So how do you see that? Is Rhodes being over-aggressive there, or is that just racing and short track?
I said the clock's a ticking, and the laps are winding down, and the later it gets in the race, that's going to be more the norm, is just running into people. We see it every week with the truckers. They just They just are very aggressive. That's why so many people like watching them, seeing who's going to be the most aggressive and get away with it.
Well, Friesen was the victim of the little teammate shuffle there, and right behind Eckes and Rhodes, interestingly enough, was Majeski. He was just about in it as well. And of course, next week, well, we'll see it again. A short track, a little different style on the dirt at Bristol.
You don't think there'll be any bump in there, do you?
That was such a fun race last year, and looking forward to going back again next week.
Easter weekend, racing on Easter Sunday night. Go to church, have a great day.
Use something different, Hendrick Motorsports.
And watch the NASCAR stars battle on the dirt. And by the way, that little hand of applause that was given there, that was tongue-in-cheek, kind of. That was not exactly serious. There's going to be some upset people when you go racing on the dirt. And what fun it was a year ago, man. I sat up in the grandstands and watched that Cup race. I mean, I just love, my eyeballs couldn't figure out what to watch. They were just back and forth all over the racetrack. So much fun.
Yeah, the trucks will race there Saturday, and the Cup guys on Sunday night.
These are pressure-packed restarts, too. You know, Williams' team has put him in a position to control this race. He slips a tire, or Johnny Sauder gets a bit better start, squeezes him down. You got Kyle Busch right there on road 2, waiting to pounce.
Yeah, once William got clear of Johnny, he opened up about a 3/4 of a second lead, so he obviously has a fast truck. He's just vulnerable right here on these restarts from the side and behind.
Been a long time for both these guys up front. Byron last won a truck race in 2016. Sauder last won a truck race in 2019.
That's probably about the last time William was in a truck race, though, wasn't it?
He ran Nashville last year. That's the only race he's run since his 2016.
He makes it a habit of winning in these trucks.
Yes, he does.
And when you've got Bono Mannion and Rudy Fugle on your pit box, it doesn't hurt your cause any, as the case tonight for William.
A bunch of Cup wins for those two gentlemen.
A bunch of names, too.
Here's a look at Rudy, who is Williams' Cup crew chief. And of course, they won the Cup race at Atlanta a few weeks back, and Bono on the right.
William Byron's leading now. He's been leading for a bit here.
Michael, you called it early. You said you really well before William was at the front of the pack, you said you really liked the way his truck was rolling. What impressed you from the get-go with William Byron?
Just anytime you can see a guy with his left front corner of his truck lower than the rest on exit, that means he's got good turn and he can really steer it underneath the other competitors, and that's what I saw early with the 7 truck. He was just able to keep it lower and pin the gas down and not lose traction. That's impressive.
He was running 20th when Michael picked him out and said that truck may be the favorite.
Sauder continues to run second. Remember, Johnny Sauder is working with...
You fell on your phone? Yeah, I was wondering what you just typed out there.
Matt Crafton, who is junior, has stepped away from a full-time role with ThorSport, but is coming back to be the crew chief on a handful of Johnny's races this season.
Remember, started dead last as we have 3 wide again.
Oh, and DiBenedetto getting pushed out. Zane Smith working his way back up through the field, just outside the top 10.
Those are the moves you got to make when you have a problem on pit road and get in the back. He was able to get 2 in 1 turn, and at Martinsville, that's huge. That 38 truck is still very, very strong. He talked about some brake issues, but right now, I don't see it.
Remember, we talked about him 22nd on this last restart, as you mentioned, just outside the top 10.
John Hunter Nemechek running 6th. Getting a little impatient with Matt Crafton just ahead of him.
Hey, 56 laps to go. It's time. It's time. If you're going to use the bumper, it's time to use it now. You see him losing a little bit of touch from his teammates, Kyle Busch and Zane Smith.
Still 1-1, 66 to 99.
Well, and some might say, well, already? I mean, there's 50-some laps left, but once he gets past Crafton, then he's got to pass Kyle Busch, Chandler Smith, Johnny Sauder, and William Byron. You're running out of laps to pass those guys.
Exactly.
Battle for third. Kyle
Best food to eat during a race? Pizza or McDonald's? I know that from experience.
The boss worked him over and got that position away. We'll see if he can get him back.
Kyle gets 5 races in the truck. This is his 3rd of 5. Going to break, but you won't miss a thing. Going to keep it side by side from Martinsville.
Saturday,
It's time for baseball on FS1. It's time for an age-old rivalry to write another chapter. It's time for Devers and Bogarts. It's time for Judge and Stanton. It's time for the Red Sox and Yankees. Saturday at 3:30 Eastern on FS1.
As a struggling actor, I need all the breaks that I can get. At Liberty Buchamug.
Cut.
Liberty Bibbity.
Cut.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you... Line?
Need.
Action.
Cut. You can't say that.
Sorry. Is this where they're going to put the Statue of Liberty? Liberty... Are we married to Mutual?
Cut.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Oh, Marco's Pepperoni Magnifico. Classic and old world pepperoni on one pizza, and a large is just $9.99? The phrase slice of heaven comes to mind. Marco's, pizza lovers, get it.
Your team is on a streak. A losing one.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. An Indeed resume gets right to work for you, so you can find that better fit fast.
Can you think of a time things didn't go as you planned?
How much time do we have?
Catch all that.
I'm ready to rip somebody's freaking head off.
Or that. Well, get ready for this, and this, and a whole lot of this. I am Full Throttle. I am NASCAR.
Dairy Queen!
Back at Martinsville, less than 50 to go. Camping World
The
Truck
colors for
Series,
Houston out
race number
tonight?
5
Really?
of the season, and William Byron continues to lead, but this was an interesting confrontation going on here. John Hunter Nemechek.
Forearm injury.
That's Matt Crafton just ahead of him. Crafton obviously holding
That might be
him
an
up,
issue.
but look at all those trucks that have lined up behind Nemechek.
That's when you got issues. If you're Matt Crafton, you look in the rear mirror. He's able to gap John Hunter there a bit, but anytime you have that many trucks stacked up behind you, you can expect the bumper to be applied, the pressure to heat up as they race toward turn 3.
In the pylon there, you see the running order and when they last pitted. Pit stop's not an issue at this point, is it, Phil? As you see Rhodes and Jeske.
And we see how hard it's been for Zane Smith, who's only worked his way back to 11th. And he's flying. He's running some great lap times, but when you catch a pack of trucks like this, there just isn't anywhere to go.
Rhodes won stage 2. He runs 8th. Zane Smith won stage 1. He runs 11th.
Caution's out.
As a caution has come out, and in the midst of all that smoke is the 0-2 of Jesse Little.
Jesse was up inside the top 20, having a nice...
Sheena the doggy.
Obviously turned around there off turn 2.
Boy, Chris Wright has
just about
had a tough night.
Used that Chevrolet up, hasn't he? That thing's gone right for right.
Did you have to do that, Michael? Sorry. You couldn't hold it back.
I was going to go with everything's gone wrong for Wright, but then I pivoted. It's unfortunate for that team. You see, Little's around. Don't know if maybe there was contact from the 30 of Tate Fogelman before we saw that shot. You see a lot of damage to the front of the 32 of Brett Holmes. And Brett could, and you can see Chris Wright could not see anything.
There was contact right there. You could see it from Tate Fogelman. And then Brett Holmes with nowhere to go runs in the back of Tate Fogelman.
And when Jesse lit that thing up, Phil, you know, you can't see through that smoke. Chris Wright had no idea where that truck was. Man, trouble for Austin Wayne Self in the 22. He'll have to come to pit road.
Pits are open, and Zane Smith's coming with less than 50 to go.
I think this is a good move. He knows he was going to barely be able to get into the top 10. Why not put some new tires on? Maybe have a great restart, get 3 or 4 trucks at one time on a restart.
I don't know.
See what happens.
Awful late, Regan, for these guys to be giving up this precious track position. Are there still issues with the brakes, or is this just a strategy play?
Michael, just a strategy play at this point. Don't forget 2 wins in the bag right now, so you can try something different if you don't think you're going to win the race where you're at. The biggest issue now is no longer the brakes, but it's the left front. Feels like there's no grip on the left front corner of that car or truck. It's Johnny thinks maybe the splitter's hitting even a little bit right now.
Well, they made some adjustments to the rear there with the suspension. Saw that wrench go in the tailgate or the bed there.
Remember, he had a speeding penalty earlier tonight that cost him some track position, as you see the fire being put out on that Austin Wayne Self machine.
So many trucks on the lead lap. We've got 28 trucks on the lead lap now. So
yeah, that's a stretch there.
Not much time.
Wind out.
Tough break for Self.
Austin Wayne has fire. Yes, he does. Tire on fire.
With a couple of top tens.
That ain't good.
Another good result today to stay in the mix. But
Fireball.
Kind of like Chris Lawson's energy though. Like we got wind
from the camp, from the TV. You're right.
Let's see if we can make something happen with Zane Smith. I think it's too late, too little, too late, but we'll see.
I think it'd be a stretch to even think he might be able to get back in the top 10, but maybe he'll learn something about that truck and learn something about these tires.
Well, the point Regan made, he's already got 2 wins in the bag, so why not roll the dice, even if it seems unlikely?
That's short track racing, isn't it? Right there, guys. You use every part of that truck you can. He scrubbed the Goodyear lettering off that right front, getting inside of.
It's still on fire.
Chandler Smith.
They haven't gotten it out yet.
Don Nemechek riding around under caution. These laps are pretty long when you start to thinking about the laps where running off and trying to get to victory lane.
You know, I'm typically not one that really takes much stock in going back to last year, but over the last 13 races, what John Hunter has done compared to the first 13, pretty stark, significant difference.
But he's run well. He just hasn't had any luck. Michael talked earlier about all the laps led and all the stage points he's got that has him up in the top 10 in points.
Yeah, coming into this race, he led the most laps. He'd, had the best average running position, but just had not gotten the finishes, and at least tonight he is running right there around the top 5, currently in that 6th spot.
And I was talking about caution laps. He wants to go. You can see where he's been going. He's been going right to the back of that 88 truck. But these laps winding off, John Hunter knows if he's going to win this race, he's got to make some ground. And that's why the urgency picks up so much as we run these laps off. They know it's time to go.
Well, and isn't this the best opportunity on a restart?
Absolutely, absolutely. He has beat the rear bumper off that Menards Toyota.
So for some of these drivers, that caution was really a blessing because they wanted an opportunity to get bunched up and have a chance to make a move.
The stats thing sounded like a frog. What? Like a frog? Frogs? I don't even know what you... What are you talking about?
Behind William Byron to hold that inside line. I like going up beside the leader and giving it a shot, but you could also get behind the leader and give him a shot and see if you can push him up out of the way. But look who that guy running in third, that 51 truck of Kyle Busch. You know that if Johnny Sauder chooses the outside, you know Kyle's going to close that hole up right quick. If he's not able to do anything with William Byron, there's probably not going to be a slot to get in.
Impressive for Johnny to have a couple of races off. You talked about Vince running some super late models, but to get in this truck, the successes he's had here at Martinsville, and to be in a position to win again, is pretty impressive.
Kyle Busch, we mentioned that he gets 5 races as a Cup driver. He gets 5 in the Camping World Truck Series. And this is race number 3 of 5. He ran at Vegas.
We need to game. Yes, we do, Jaden.
Charlotte and then Sonoma. But you see, he finished 2nd at Las Vegas. He finished 3rd at Coda. And you got to go back to 2012, the last time Kyle didn't win a race in a truck.
They're racing trucks at Sonoma this year? I didn't know that.
I mean, he's pretty good everywhere. So,
I mean, I probably did know that. I just
We'll
forgot.
see if he can get it done. He's certainly in a good position here tonight, sitting in that 3rd spot.
What about this 7 truck? You know, we talk about how good William Byron is, but this team has put together a great race truck for William to go out here and have a little bit of fun with. We saw Bowman last time out in the trucks at Coda nearly get a win. See if William can pull it off.
There will be 36 to go as they cross the line. William Byron and Johnny Sauder up front.
Williams has been so good through that corner right there.
And look at that truck just jump out to the lead. Sauder sliding in front of Kyle Busch for second.
That was a huge corner from Johnny Sauder, able to hold off Kyle Busch.
He found that slot to get in, didn't he?
How about KBM teammates Chandler Smith and John Hunter Nemechek? They've had a squabble or two this season.
And Chandler runs up the hill a bit into the side of John Hunter, but a nice run off for that Ford truck.
I need to play Jaden and Madden.
Nemechek finally has gotten around Matt Crafton, and it is a log jam in the middle of the pack. Stewart freezing right there in the blue 52 with Purdy and Gray behind him challenging.
And right behind all this mess, Zane Smith with those fresh tires. He's just looking for somewhere to go with all the speed he's got. And there's a block. Not to be, though. Wow.
Yeah, I think at this point, Zane Smith...
Oh, man, they're beating and banging so hard. Oh, man.
Gray there. Just ahead of Smith.
Look at Zane get inside the 61 of Chase Purdy.
And wow, does he ever...
Jaden, do you have Madden?
That puts him up to the 16th spot. We said it would be a stretch to get inside the top 10. He's headed towards the top 15 right here.
That's Tanner Gray in the 15, just ahead of it.
Tanner's had a rough night, hasn't he? But is able to stabilize inside the top 15. Good run.
Jaden!
Baxter-led truck.
I think it's very cheap on the PlayStation Store right now. Get it, I demand.
To go at Martinsville. You won't miss a thing. Every lap, side by side, for the Camping World Truck Series.
Why would you do that? So you can play it and have fun?
As the first ever WWE Universal Champion, history will be made on an all-new edition of Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on Fox.
Fox Nation. It's the place to stream all your Fox favorites. Sign up now and dive into all the great content Fox Nation has to offer. For a limited time, get 50% off our annual plans. Go to foxnation.com now to sign up and claim your offer.
The Food City Dirt Race is back at Bristol in 2022. And this time, it's a night race. You remember the last night races at Bristol in September, right? It's the Food City Dirt Race, 7 p.m. on Easter Sunday, April 17th. Save big by grabbing a weekend package today at BristolMotorspeedway.com. Remember, this isn't just any dirt race. It's a dirt race at Bristol, baby.
It's Bristol, baby!
I used to like traveling for my job, but things change. Right now, I just want to be home.
Pain happens in many forms, but that doesn't scare Blue Emo. Delivering fast-acting pain relief in a cream, spray, and lidocaine in a soft foam applicator. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink. An official partner of NASCAR.
An historic game in prime time. Here we go. Saturday, April 16th, the USFL makes history as the Birmingham Stallions face the New Jersey Generals. Live on Fox and NBC. The USFL kicks off Saturday, April 16th on Fox and NBC.
There's a reputation on the track, one that screams, bring it, loud enough so the whole world can see it coming. I am the NASCAR Xfinity Series. I am NASCAR.
Jaden, get it, please. I want to watch. I want to watch y'all play on live stream.
Especially when you've got clean
yeah, Jaden, get it.
As the 7 of
Punk.
William Byron does. Byron has been out front for 70 laps, and right now he is leading the charge by more than a second. Johnny Sauder, and then a trio of KBM trucks, Kyle Busch, John Hunter Nemechek, and Chandler Smith filling out the top 5.
What a job Johnny Sauder has done in this race. First race working with junior joiners. We see Ben Rhodes make the pass on teammate Matt Crafton.
That's for 6th.
Ben Rhodes so fast early. Strategy got him caught in the back, but he's starting to make some good ground now late in the running, and as is Zane Smith, he's in the top 10 now.
How about that with over 20 laps to go?
Sam won't buy Gran Turismo 7. Because Project Cars 2 is more fun.
Thought for sure that might give him a chance to get into the top 10. Not likely a chance to win at that late stage, but how far up can he go?
Well, he's very aggressive on entry, and I think the spotters are all calling down and saying if he gets there, you better let him go, because he's going to dive in. See if he can do the same thing to Majeski here.
Camping World, 20 to go. 20 laps remaining here at Martinsville.
Just ahead, Grant Enfinger just looking for a solid, normal night. Been a bit of a tough start to the season for this 23 truck of Enfinger.
It's a better combination.
And what does that do for him?
You just have to balance what you've got. He's charging so hard. He's trying to get to the finish of the race. He just needs to understand that he has options.
You don't know that. You haven't played it.
To make some adjustments.
Gran Turismo 7 has so many idiots currently, it wouldn't be fun. Well, that's why I don't play online anyway.
And with, as we mentioned early in the show tonight, Enfinger outside the playoff cut line. A long time to go until the playoffs, obviously, but still, for security purposes, you'd rather be above that line. And with a good solid run today, Enfinger's going to be in a lot better position as he's inside the top 10.
That's why I play in a private lobby. What do you mean, a private lobby?
Too good a driver to stay down there below that cut line for long.
This 99 truck is rolling.
And Chandler Smith for 5th.
That's a little bit of the honk of the horn, if you will. I'm here and I'm faster.
Fuji Speedway is like one of the easiest tracks in the game. How do you miss that?
That's a pass. Give a guy a little bit of bump, say I'm better than you, give me some space, and then he takes the spot away.
And a nice job by Chandler Smith recognizing that. He could have fought for that position. They would have made contact, maybe one or both of them spin out, but he realized that Ben Rhodes had chased him.
How do you miss corners at Fuji Speedway? It's literally the easiest fucking... Not the easiest, it's one of the easiest tracks you could race at.
Ben with another solid day, defending series champion.
And this would be his 4th top 5 of the season in 5 races if he stays in this position or improves it at all.
I think William Byron opens up a 3/4 of a second to a second lead, and then he just rides. I think he's just running a really, really smart race.
For 11th, Kraus and Ankrum. Solid run for both of these guys. Oh, a little contact there getting into the corner.
That's the problem with a little bit of contact. You slip and slide, and next thing you know, you're not just losing one spot, you're losing 3 or 4. As Christian Eckes bears down on the back of these two.
And Friesen right there behind Eckes as well.
Yeah, Eckes and Friesen just looking for an opportunity, and Matt DiBenedetto there in the blue and white 25 would jump on a chance as well.
I've won at Fuji like 120 times on Gran Turismo 5 in the PSP version.
William Byron still leads out front by a second.
Eckes has a nose in there. He's beside Kraus.
Number 52 of Friesen went for a spin a little bit earlier, and here comes Matt DiBenedetto trying to squeeze to the bottom.
Boy, if you just get up off that corner a little bit.
8 minutes is what we've been told.
That's what we understand, yeah.
So hard, though, when the guy pinches you down off the corner to get that gas pedal down. Stewart's fighting very hard to keep that spot away.
10 laps remaining. Nemechek runs 4th.
You gonna rank forward and back?
Even, plus a little on the late lead.
Nemechek, pretty daunting task trying to chase down the boss man, Kyle Busch.
And how much do you rough up your boss? That's a good question to ask yourself, isn't it? Check out this right front brake rotor, or left front, excuse me, on Chandler Smith. That's a lot of heat there, isn't it, Phil?
Damn.
There is.
And that just doesn't help the handling, because that heat transfers to that tire, blows it up, and the truck doesn't want to turn like it once would.
It builds the air pressure and just compounds the problem, the issues.
It's been a good season for Chandler Smith, and a good season for Stuart Friesen as well. And Friesen, even though he's not getting the results certainly that he would like to get tonight, just inside the top 15. 3 straight top 10s coming into this race. And they've been solid. But not quite as good time. But as you said, they got spun, and that cost him a significant amount of track position, or we'd probably see Friesen well inside the top 10 at this point.
And if you're William Byron, you're just wanting everybody just to mind their business. Don't be caught in spins that's going to bring out a caution where you have to go battle for a late overtime finish. He's just on cruise control right now, like you mentioned, Phil.
Yeah, William Byron looks like he's definitely going to win this one.
In the right direction. Amazing job by William as a driver, but we have to give a lot of credit to Bono Mannion, Mike Ricci, the guys. It's a brand new team. They've only raced, what, twice before this year? Runner-up finish, as Michael said, at Coda last time out for Alex Bowman. And dominating certainly the end of this race here. William Byron already led 89 laps.
Yeah, so if William Byron wins this race, he will have won back-to-back races.
Got a lapped vehicle between he and Sauder.
Oh no, I take that back. He ran one race last year.
And with this young man, when he showed up at 16 years old, we predicted not only he would race,
But he won the final race of 2016. And
we watched him race a truck. 3 laps remaining.
he won the final truck race of 2016. And then didn't run a race until last year, and then this race.
Right now, if you're William Byron, you don't want to have to do it on a restart and take the chance of somebody getting you. 2 laps.
Willie Nosepick wins Martinsville in 2 laps, it looks like.
For William Byron.
Just let me see that white flag. Then these guys can do whatever they want. Just let me get to this white flag.
What an impressive run it has been with Bono Mannion and Rudy Fugle on top of the box.
White flag is in the air one more time around Martinsville.
William Byron, the final lap. It's been a long time since he's run any sort of regularity in the Truck Series, back to 2016 where he won 7 times. He is back tonight,
Oh, you're ahead.
and he is back in victory lane.
William Byron wins at Martinsville. Nice win, buddy.
Good job, guys.
Well, don't be a headwind, though.
Good job, guys. Great job. Thanks, Bono.
Martin Truex 400. Fuck that.
winning feels so good, especially this historic.
Oh yeah, I forgot that the Cup race this weekend's only 400 laps. I forgot about that.
Just so thankful for the opportunity to race here in NASCAR.
It's amazing, you know. I mean, he didn't even start racing till 2012. I mean, it's, you know, he showed up on the scene in the Truck Series in 16 and beat off 7 rounds. Went to the Cup Series.
Great job, a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication.
We're going crazy with the line.
I think that's intentional, bro. It's not a short. I don't think so.
You know what's funny, Vince? I've told this story before. He went to high school with my daughter. And she called me one day and she said, "There's a kid in my class that races NASCAR, Dad. Is he any good?" I said, "Well, it's a little too early to tell, honey." And after he ran about 2 truck races, I called her up and said, "Yes, yes, really good."
Yeah, it didn't take long to...
Matty D finished 15th. Yeah, he did.
William Byron, which we mentioned a little while ago, won a few weeks back in the Cup car at Atlanta. And he'll run the Cup car again here Saturday night at Martinsville.
I can't wait to watch those Cup cars here. They're built for this race. Absolutely. Big old brakes, a lot of grip on the exit.
Willie B. Willie Nose Picks wins at Martinsville.
That might be one of our contenders right there Sunday night. I would guess it would be.
And look who's right there with him. Regan Smith, our team, Fox Sports, NASCAR coverage.
Cameraman Jake Blau down there with Regan and waiting for William to get off the helmet. And we'll hear from the winner, his 8th Truck Series victory. And he did it in style tonight here in Martinsville, Regan.
William Byron, 8th career Truck Series victory. I gotta tell you what, though, not many of them looked as dominant as this one. You hop in the truck from 32nd to 1st, it looked like a perfect night. Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. Thanks. Great crowd here in Martinsville. I've never won a race in Martinsville, and Struggled here when I was in late models, and yeah, just awesome to get the win tonight. You know, it's a great truck. HingerCars.com, Chevrolet, thanks to Spire, all the guys back at their shop. You know, they don't have a lot of guys, but they do it right, obviously. So it was fun to work with Bono. Have a little help from Rudy. Obviously, he knows the trucks really well, and yeah, just awesome. Thanks to Mr. H for letting me come do it. Cool to get the win in, you know, his paint scheme, and pretty awesome. I'm excited.
William Byard, your winner in Martinsville.
Home second place here at Martinsville.
Them cheating Chevys. Yep.
I told Joyner today, I said, don't listen to me when I give you feedback on the first race.
Well, fun race. I told you guys it would be a short one. That race only lasted an hour and 47 minutes. So, I told y'all. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end the stream. Tomorrow I work until 9. The Xfinity race is at 8. Right. Or when's the Xfinity race tomorrow?
Just can't thank everybody at the shop enough. This was fun to come out here and do that. I just needed a little bit more turn. And I wish I wouldn't have called for that, but I did.
When's the Xfinity race? I thought it was at.
And when will we see you again in the truck?
Hopefully sooner rather than later. So if it's going to run like this, it's fun. So I'm hoping Texas.
Second place finish for Johnny Sauder here tonight.
Oh, it starts at 7:30 and I get off at 9. So I don't know how much of that I'll miss. Dude, Haley Diggins pissed.
They both finished inside the top 20, Vince. 19th and 20th for Deegan and Allen, and they have a difference of opinion.
But there's a lot of that on a short track, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
I just read her lips. She said, "Really? I'm the fucking bitch?" That's what she said.
Put Haley in the outside wall. Yeah, and I want to, in Johnny Sauder's defense on him calling for an adjustment that he told Junior not to let him call for, he warned Junior.
What happened to Deegan? I remember her and Lawless Allen made contact, and now they're complaining on pit road. I read her lips, and she said, "Really? I'm the fucking bitch?" So, I mean, looks like a nice little talk they're having. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end this stream, guys. I want to thank everybody for watching. I might be live tomorrow. Not sure how much I'll miss. I really don't know. But yeah, guys.